ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà fún gbogbo wa. Nílé lóko lẹ́yìn òde níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ń gbọ́ mi hàn. A ṣe Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. Mo ṣe ogbó atọ́ yín o. Grand rising and welcome to another episode of Àṣẹ for today. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. Ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà fún gbogbo wa níbi gbogbo tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa lénìí. Grand rising and welcome to another episode of Àṣẹ for today. Mr. Mike, mo ṣe Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ o. Mena, mo kí yín o. Ẹ kú ojúmọ́, T always, grand rising. Seriki, grand rising. Please keep clicking on your screen as you join and let me know where you are streaming from. Florence, thank you so much for joining. Let me know where you are streaming from today. Níbo lẹ ti ń gbọ́ wa lénìí, a ṣe Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ o. Mo ṣe ogbó atọ́ yín o níbi gbogbo tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa. Ibi tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa lénìí, let me know where you are streaming from today. Ẹ kú ojúmọ́, ẹ káàárọ̀. Thank you so much for sharing, for liking. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Keep clicking on your screen. Thank you so much. Ẹ kú ojúmọ́, ẹ káàárọ̀, ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà fún gbogbo wa nílé lóko lẹ́yìn òde. Níbi gbogbo tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ mi lénìí, a ṣe Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ o. Ifá ó bá ní ṣe, Elédùmarè ó bá ní ṣe, àwọn tó ṣàwo kù sẹ́yìn kọ́ bá wa ṣe. Anthony Akínpẹ̀lú, ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀ o. Ifá ó bá wa ṣe, Elédùmarè ó bá wa ṣe, àwọn tó ṣàwo kù sẹ́yìn kọ́ bá wa ṣe. Patrick Akínyìn láàárọ̀ yìí o. Thank you so much for joining. John, Àbọrú, Àbọyè o. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. As you join in, let me know where you are streaming from. Welcome to another episode of Àṣẹ for today. This is our daily live streaming where we delve into the teaching of Odù Ifá every new day. We delve into the teaching of Odù Ifá every new day to find out what Olódùmarè is saying to us today. Seriki from Europe, thank you so much. Ayomi, thank you for joining. Agbabi Akalabi, ẹ kú ojúmọ́, ẹ káàárọ̀. We delve into the teaching of the Odù Ifá every morning to find out what is Olódùmarè saying to us today. What is Ifá saying to us today? Ifá is the voice of Olódùmarè. The video is a little distorted. Okay, let's try and connect. Queen B Esther, grand rising. If you're on YouTube, please confirm that the visual and the audio is clear. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. On Àṣẹ for today, every morning, every weekday morning, we delve into a teaching of the ÌṢÄŠE Ifá to find out what is Olódùmarè saying, because Ifá is ohun ẹnu Olódùmarè. Ohun ẹnu Olódùmarè. Please, those of you on YouTube, if at any point the visual gets blurry or the audio ceases, kindly let me know so that we can correct that. Let it rotate. Thank you very much. They said it's better now. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. Dami, ẹ kú ojúmọ́, ẹ káàárọ̀. So we delve into another ÌṢÄШE Ifá every new day to find out what is Olódùmarè saying, because Ifá ni ohun ẹnu Olódùmarè. Ifá is the voice of Olódùmarè. Now, as we continue to dig deeper and deeper into Ifá, you will find out the wealth of knowledge. You will find out the information and the direction, clear information and direction that is hidden inside the Odù Ifá, and it will make sense to you why they try to hide it. It will make sense to you why they try to demonize it so that we will not be able to access it. It will make sense why they pumped in a lot of money to make sure that Ifá goes extinct. If Ifá is as powerless as they say, if it's as negative as they say, there is no need for anybody to fight it. Eventually, we would all see. If a fake product is flying around, before you know what's happening, everybody will begin to identify the fake products. Everyone will begin to to identify the fake product and to tell every other person that, oh, this is what is happening. And before, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days down the line, news will spread that, oh, this particular product is not what we expect, and everybody will blacklist it. We will do it by ourselves. So if Ifa was as negative as they said it is, there is no need fighting tooth and nail to make sure that it goes. There are so many other negative things that is happening in life, negative and wrong information flying around, that they are not putting so much intensity into it. Do you understand? So we are here to discover the hidden truth, the things that they've hidden from us, the lies that they have told us. At Ifa College, I help you to unlearn the lies and the misconceptions that you have been told about yourself as a person of color, as an African, as somebody from African heritage and lineage, even though you grew up in the West or the East or the North or the South. I'm here to help you learn the truth about Ifa, about Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, about African spirituality, about your roots, about your culture, about your foundation, about who exactly you are. And for you to be able to connect back and find yourself. That is what we do at Ifa College, teaching you the undiluted, unwatered down truth about Ifa, about yourself, and how to connect to spirituality. So every morning we are here, 6 a.m. Nigerian time, 5 a.m. for those on the GMT, 12 midnight or 12 a.m. for those of you on the EST. And today again, we are delving into another ÌṢẹ̀ṣe Ifá, another Odù Ifá today. If you're on the global Ifa community, please type in the comment section the Odù Ifá that we are working on today. Odù Ifá wo là ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí? Odù Ifá wo là ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí? Thank you so much for that compliment, Calvin. Ẹ ṣé gan ni a dúpẹ́. Odù Ifá wo là ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí? Talk and do. Ẹ kú ojúmọ́, grand rising from this side. Olúbùkọ́lá Ọmọládé, ẹ kú ojúmọ́, grand rising from this side. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Anthony Akínpẹ̀lú, a dúpẹ́. What is the Odù Ifá for today? For those of you in the global Ifa community, Queen B. Esther, please can you copy the Odù Ifá for today? And let's know what we are talking about today. If you are joining for the first time, this is Ifa College. This is Ifa College. This is the TikTok channel of Ifa College where this live streaming is being recorded. If you are catching a replay, this is the YouTube channel of Iyanifa Ewa TV. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. The Odù Ifá for today is Odù Ifá Oyeku Ofun. Odù Ifá Oyeku Ofun is the Odù Ifá for today. The flash goal for today is 4 roses from 4 different people. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. Odù Ifá Oyeku Ofun is the Odù Ifá we are delving into today. 4 roses from 4 different people. Mena ẹ ṣé gan ni, Olúbùkọ́lá Adúpẹ́ ẹ ṣé. Thank you so much. T always Adúpẹ́ ẹ ṣé. Deja vu, thank you so much for sending in your gift. Ajé á kún yín lọ́wọ́, Ajé á bá yín ṣe ní gbogbo ọ̀nà. Ajé would show up for you. Ajé would increase on your behalf, and Ajé would multiply everything you have taken back. This is a collective effort from every one of us. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, we would all be here to make it a success. He says we need 2 more people. Oh, I saw a lot of people sending roses. Why is the algorithm picking just 2 people? Okay, please send in your roses. Mr. Mike ẹ ṣé gan ni. We need 2 more people to send in their roses to meet that life goal. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Odù Ifá èní is Oyeku Ofun. Odù Ifá Oyeku Ofun. The flash goal is roses. 2 more people to send in their roses while we delve into Odù Ifá Oyeku Ofun. Just Mimi, ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. Talk and do. Thank you so much for that. The goal has been achieved. Ajé would increase it on our behalf. And I need to always say this. This is a joint effort. This is collective effort. Wọ́n ní ẹnìkan ò lè dá Ifá sìn, ẹnìkan ò lè dá Ìkín sìn, ẹnìkan ò lè dá Ọ̀pẹ sìn. Nobody can do it alone. Nobody is built to do Ifá by themselves. It is a collective effort. Àjọṣepọ̀ ni, àgbájọwọ́ báyìí òun la fi máa gbé Ifá sókè. la fi máa gbé ìṣẹ̀ṣe sókè. Ẹ ṣé gan ni a dúpẹ́. So Odù Ifá Oyeku Ofun. This is episode 20 of season 3. We have had season 1, we had 20 something episodes in season 1, I think 26. Season 2, we had 30 episodes, and this is season 3, we are on episode 20. You guys, we have done a lot. We deserve it. We have done a lot for ourselves. And Aláṣẹkù, as we are taking in this wisdom, increasing in this wisdom, we will continue to increase the quality of our lives. Ifá will continue to guide us and direct us in the path that we are supposed to go. Before we start our teaching for the day, what is the first thing that we usually do? Kí ni nǹkan tá máa ń kọ́kọ́ ṣe? Kí ni nǹkan tá máa ń kọ́kọ́ ṣe? Mrs. O Forever, ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú ojúmọ́. As you join in, if you're following, click on the plus sign to follow. Ìbà la máa ń kọ́kọ́ ṣe. We make ìbà, we pay homage to the powers that be in the hierarchy that they belong. Beginning from Olódùmarè, the divine and supreme being, the creator of the heavens, the earth, every living and non-living thing, this present world, the past world, and every other thing that we don't know. Olódùmarè is the divine and supreme being in charge of all of that. And then we go in that hierarchy up until we get to àwọn. Àwọn are the spiritual, the physical representations of every spiritual force that exists. So we start by making homage to them, recognizing them, giving them praise, ascribing the authority and the praise and the honor that is due to them. And when we do that, Ifá says, the person that comes in without making Iba is the one that ends up in trouble, in calamity, in failure. But the moment you enter and you pay homage to the powers that be, they are backing everything you are doing up. The child that comes in and pays homage is the one that is able to farm until the end of life. Is the one that is continue to able to harvest even till night time, because normally nobody is allowed to be on the farm at night. But because you have paid homage, you have made Iba, you are allowed to continue to harvest for as long as you can. That is one of the importance of Iba. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o, Adúpẹ́ Sumaya, I see you. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. Akọ́dá ayé àṣèbá o. Àṣèbá tí wáyé ọjọ́. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé àṣèbá, àníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Òràn ọmọ níṣẹ́ fàyàtì àṣèbá. Ọba lánàá, ọba lẹ́yìn, ọba títí ayérayé àṣèbá, àníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé níbi tí a bá ti ń gbọ́ mi, tá a bá ti ń wò mí. Elédùmarè ọba òkè, ọba lèwí lè ṣe, ọba lè ṣe lèwí, alágbádá iná. Elédùmarè ọba lánàá, ọba lẹ́yìn, ọba títí ayérayé, ẹ̀rù jẹ̀jẹ̀ tí ń wígbó kìjikìji, ògbénú wúndé aṣọlá, ògbénú adélébọ̀ ṣògo, ọba lánàá, ọba lẹ́yìn, ọba títí ayérayé, àṣèbà, àníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Kábíyín ò sí, kò sẹ́ni tó tó bíyín, ẹ̀yin ni kábíyèsí ọba tí ń fọba jẹ, ẹ̀yin ni kábíyèsí ọba tí ń mú ọba bó ṣe wù ú, níbi tó ti wù ú, tó ń ṣe bó ṣe wù ú, aṣẹ̀dá, amẹ̀dá, awẹ̀dá, àṣekábíyèsí Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé, àníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé níbi tá a ti ń pe Fá, níbi tá a ti ń ṣèṣẹ̀ṣe, níbi tá a ti ń pe àwọn ọ̀run mọlẹ̀, àníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Mo ṣèbá ẹni tó dá kí n tó dá, mo ṣèbá ẹni tó tẹ̀ kí n tó tẹ̀, mo ṣèbá àwọn tó tẹ̀lú ìjó, mo ṣèbá àwọn tó ṣàwó kù sẹ́yìn fún wa, àṣèbá, àníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Ajagunmalẹ̀ olúwo òdi ọ̀run àṣèbá, olúbíkin ọ̀sán ìbíkin àṣèbá. Lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé níbi gbogbo tá a ti ń pe Fá ìjọpọ̀ síbí lẹ́nu, mo ṣe Àbọrú yín, mo ṣe Àbọyè yín, mo ṣe ogbó atọ́ yín, mo ṣe ogbó alàwòrò lótùúfẹ̀ fún gbogbo ọlé Ajíbọ́lá, Ajíbọ́lá mi ògbójú ọ̀rà, Ajíbọ́lá ẹ̀dán, mo ṣèbà ìyá mi, mo ṣèbà bẹ̀ní. Lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé níbi tá a ti ń ṣe ògbóni, tá a ti ń ṣe awo, àṣèbà ẹ̀dán, àṣèbà ìyá mi onílé, àní kí bà wá ṣẹ o. Mo ṣèbà Tẹrẹlú, mo ṣèbà tòṣùgbó, mo ṣèbà gbogbo àwọn ìyá àbíyè, mo ṣèbà gbogbo àwọn olúwo, mo ṣèbà àwọn apènà, àwọn balógun, àwọn lísà látòkèdókè láì dápá kan sí, mo ṣèbà, àní kí bà wá ṣẹ o. Níbi gbogbo tá a ti ń ṣe ọ̀sẹ̀ lénìíṣẹ́, aníkọ́lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà á kọ́ má dá sí wa lára. Bàbá àgbà arúgbó ọjọ́, Ọbàtálá, ọbàtá àṣà, ọba takuntakun lóde ìrẹ̀rí, àṣèbà. Kà níbi gbogbo tá a ti ń pòrìṣà, àṣèbà ẹ̀yin ìyá mi, èní lọ̀ sí àwọn ìyá mi, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́, ẹ̀yin alágogo idẹ, ẹ̀yin arógbáṣọ má balẹ̀, ẹ̀yin atẹ̀dọ̀jòrò òró, ẹ̀yin atẹ̀dọ̀jẹ̀fun, ẹ̀yin ajẹ̀fun èèyàn má bì, ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru, ẹ̀yin tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè gbélé ayé lọ́lọ́wọ́, àṣèbà ọ̀sá méjì, àṣèbà ọ̀sá ẹlẹ́yẹ, àṣèbà àwọn ìyá mi òṣèrò mọ̀nìgà, ẹ̀yin lẹ là wá lórí, ẹ̀yin lẹ dá wa lóṣù, ẹ̀yin lẹ ní ká máa ṣáwó, ẹ̀yin lábíamọ ayé, abíamọ ọ̀run, abíamọ ọlọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ tí ò jẹ́ kọ́mọ ó jábọ́, ẹ̀yin ni elétí gbáròyé, ẹ̀yin ni ògbẹ́kùn ọmọ ẹ̀ta tí wéré, àṣèbà ẹ̀yin ìyá mi o, àníkíbà wá ṣẹ o. Àṣèbà bàbá àtìyá tó túṣọ lọ́kọ̀ tó wà wá wá sáyé, àwọn tó wà pẹ̀lú wa lénìí àtàwọn tó ti rebi àgbáre, àṣèbà àní kí wọ́n gbà á, àní kọ́ dúró tì wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní òrìṣà bí ìyá ò sí láyé, gbogbo abiyamọ ayé, gbogbo àwọn ìyá tó dẹ̀jẹ̀ lé wa lórí, àṣèbà àní kí bà wá ṣẹ o. A tún wá fẹ́ bọ́ sínú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá mi lénìí. A fẹ́ wá kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́, a fẹ́ wá gbọ́ ohun ẹnu Olódùmarè torí Ifá lohun ẹnu Olódùmarè. A fẹ́ wá béèrè ọ̀nà, a fẹ́ béèrè ibi tó yẹ ká gbà torí wọ́n ní Ifá ni afinimọ̀nà. Àti gbórí wa wá sọ́dọ̀ Ifá lẹ́yìn, Ifá àtórí ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe, àní kó bá wa tún orí wa ṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá olójúlukára bí ajere elétí gbáròyé ẹ̀dá, àní kó wá gbáròyé wa lẹ́yìn, àní kó wò wá lẹ́yìn, kó bá wa tún orí wa ṣe, kó tún ìṣẹ̀dá wa ṣe, kó jẹ́ ká rí bá ti ṣe, ká rọ́nà gbégbà. Bá a ṣe ń fetí ọ̀tún gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Ifá yìí, kó di ọgbọ́n, ìmọ̀ àti òye nínú wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kífá bá wa ṣe ní gbogbo ọ̀nà bí tá a bá kọjú sí, káwọn irúnmọlẹ̀ bá wa ṣe, àwọn tá à ń gbẹ́bọ fún kó má dá sí wa lára, kó bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣẹ pé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ aníkíbà wa ṣẹ o. A tún ti bọ́ sínú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá mi lénìí. Odù Ifá Ọ̀yẹ̀kú Òfún, òun lodù Ifá tá à ń gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí. Odù Ifá Oyeku Ofun is the last Odù on the second pile of the Odù Ifás. So the Odù Ifás are 256, 16 primary or major or principal Odus, and then the 240 derivative Odus. Now, every one of them is divided into different groups of 16. So we have the major 16, then we have the Ogbe. So when we finish all the major 16 from Eji Ogbe to Ofun Meji, we will start from Ogbe Ofun. We will start to combine them like that. So Ogbe has his own 16. Oyeku has his own 16. So Oyeku Ofun is the last in the compilation of the 16 Odus of the combination of Oyeku Ofun ni Odù Ifá tá a máa gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí. If you know the code for Oyeku Ofun, please type it in the comment section. I've taught you Eji Ogbe and Oyeku, Oyeke ti mọ̀ yẹn lórí o. Eji Ogbe àti Oyeku ní méjì, 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 méjì. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. That is Oyeku. Oya kí ni Ofun? Kí ni Odù Ifá? Kí ni code Odù Ifá Ofun? Oyeke ti mọ̀, they are just 16 o, ẹ̀yin ọmọ awo. Mr. Mike, thank you so much for the gift. Thank you so much for the gift. Thank you for making sure that we are moving up and up in the ratings, the daily ratings. Yes, that's what it's called. I got it. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. Somebody should write the code. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ awo, write the code in the comment section. A máa ṣe test ńjọ́ kan, mo dẹ̀ máa pè yín. Màá dẹ̀ record ẹ̀, màá fi ránṣẹ́ sáwọn ọmọ yín nílé. We are going to have a test. I keep telling you, I will call somebody up one by one like that. Write the code. Oya Sumaya, write the code for Oyeku Ofun. Write it. Go and look for it. Wherever it is, you will find it. Oh, Mr. Mike said, hold on. Let me Google it. Queen B Esther, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Oyeku Ofun, Odù Ifá Oyeku Ofun, Oyeku Ofun, Oyeku Ofun, ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. Odù Ifá Oyeku Ofun ni Odù Ifá tá gbé yẹ̀wò lénìí. This Odù Ifá, we're going to be reading from the manuscript of the sacred text of Ifá, the sacred text of Ifá, ọ̀rọ̀ tí Olódùmarè ń sọ, as put together by me, Iyanifa Ewa, on behalf of Ifá College. This is a compilation that is different from any other thing that you have come across, right? So most of the other books that you find that has the compilation of the Odù Ifá has it in the Yoruba text and translated into another language, most of the time English, sometimes French, Portuguese, Spanish, whatever language they are translating into, and that's about what is there to it. But Ifá goes beyond that. Those of you that you have done your ÌṢÄFÁ and have broken down your ΙШΕΦÁ for you, you will know that Ifá goes beyond that. Those of you that have been listening to the teaching of Chief Iyanifa Ewa, you will know that one line of Ifá goes beyond just reciting it. So I went further with my team to break it down, extracting the lessons, the blessings, and the instruction in that Odù Ifá. Extracting the lessons, the blessings, and the instruction in that Odù Ifá, and then going another step further to find out how do we apply this Odù Ifá to our everyday lives, different aspects of our lives. How do we apply it to increase the quality of our lives? And we wrap it up with the Iwure. This is the sacred text of Ifá. If you have not ordered for your copy, we are still in the publishing stage. It's a lot of materials, right? And then you can pre-order. Some of you have sent in your messages to pre-order. Just head over to the website ifacollege.ng, the website ifacollege.ng, so that you can pre-order. Go and bring that big Ifá book, ifacollege.ng, so that you can pre-order for it. Odù Ifá Ofun Oyeku. This Odù is for Omo Ifá, to make sure that they do their ΙШΕΦÁ and their ITEFÁ, so that they can find out their own destiny and live it to the fullest. We are back to ITEFÁ and ΙШΕΦÁ again. We are back to finding out our destiny. And I'm loving the fact that every information boils down to find out your purpose and your destiny, because that's the first step. When you are on a journey, you want to make a journey, you want to go on a road trip, and you have put your entire family in the car, the first thing you have to get is a map, or to make sure that your GPS is working, because you need clear direction. You want to see where you are going. How many hours is it going to take you to get there? What are the turns on the way? How does the traffic look like today? You want to be able to see everything in real time on your map, on your GPS, before you embark on that journey. Nobody embarks on a journey and then gets halfway on the road and then start to ask other people, how many hours is it from Akure, from Oshogbo? How many hours is it from Accra to Akosombo? How many hours is it from New York to wherever it is you are going? Colombia, DC, wherever. You would have found out that before you decide to go on that journey. That's what a person that has, a right thinking adult, that's what they do. Go and check for your brother. That's what they do. So you are embarking on a journey in life. This life is a journey. And before you make that journey, you are supposed to have received the manual for that journey, the map for that journey, the GPS for the journey. But at the time you were born, you were an infant. You couldn't have done that yourself. Your parents are the ones that are supposed to have received it. Flawless Thrift, Grand Rising, welcome to today. Your parents are the ones that are supposed to have received that instruction on your behalf and then continue to grow you in that direction. The same way the father that is driving is supposed to receive the check through the GPS on behalf of the children and the entire family that he has put in the car. But unfortunately, your parents did not. That's so sad, because that was one of the major things that they owed you. But not to worry, Ifá says at any point you discover that you are purposeless. At any point you discover that you are just roaming around in this jungle called life. At any point you find out that you are just going in life without any direction. you can come back to Ifa to find out. Adiola Sadiyat, how are you doing today? You can come back to Ifa to find out what your purpose is. And this Odù Ifá is reminding us of that. Now, let's read the Odù Ifá, starting with the Yoruba rendering, and then we translate to English. Ifá ní bá a bá ti jí ká máa tọrọ ire gbogbo lọ́wọ́ Olódùmarè ọba. Bá a bá ti jí ká máa tọrọ ire gbogbo lọ́dọ̀ Olódùmarè ọba. Kí Olódùmarè ọba lè bá a ṣoore fúnni. Adífá fún aláṣọ àdá tí ń ṣọmọ bíbí inú àgbọnmìrègún. Aláṣọ àdá ẹ paradà, owó tí mo ní ò tíì tó. Aláṣọ àdá ẹ paradà, ajé tí mo ní ò tíì tó. Aláṣọ àdá ẹ paradà, Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. It's very simple. Let's go to the English translation. Ifá says, when the day breaks, when it is morning, let us ask the Supreme King of all blessings, Olódùmarè, so that Olódùmarè may favor us with goodness. Thank you so much, dear Lord. Thank you for that gift. This Odù Ifá was cast for Aláṣọ àdá, the child that was born out of the womb of Àgbọnmìrègún. Aláṣọ àdá, turn around to your own destiny. The money that you have is not enough yet. Aláṣọ àdá, turn around to your own destiny. The wealth that you have is not enough yet. Aláṣọ àdá, turn around and look at the life you are destined for. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. You see this Odù Ifá? As simple as it is. As simple as it is one thing I wish that everybody could get as a message. This person that this Odù Ifá was cast for is the child of Àgbọnmìrègún, who is the person that we describe with the name Àgbọnmìrègún in Ifá. Tala ń pè ní Bára Àgbọnmìrègún nínú Ifá. Who is the person that has that name? That is another name for a particular person, but there is a very common and popular name for that person. Who is that person? Type it in the comment section. Who is that person? Ẹ̀yin ọmọ awo. Who is that person? Ẹ̀yin ọmọ awo. Who is the person? Tala ń pè ní Bára Àgbọnmìrègún. The child of Bára Àgbọnmìrègún was the one that this Odù Ifá was cast for, and his name is Aláṣọ àdá. Bára Àgbọnmìrègún is another name for Ọ̀rúnmìlà. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ awo, you are not learning, no. Register at Ifá College and learn. These are basic things. Orúkọ, that's another very popular name for Ọ̀rúnmìlà. Ọ̀rúnmìlà Bára Àgbọnmìrègún. That is a praise name, like an oriki, like another name for Ọ̀rúnmìlà. So this was one of the children of Ọ̀rúnmìlà. Can you say that again? Ọ̀rúnmìlà Bára Àgbọnmìrègún. Okay, you can, I'm sure even if you Google it, you will find it. You will find it. There are so many Ifás and stories of Ifá about Ọ̀rúnmìlà that has that. So you will see the correct spelling. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́ Àgbọnmìrègún. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́ Ọ̀rúnmìlà ni. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. So you will be able to find the correct spelling and the tonal markings on it. Now, remember that I told you that the introductory lines of the Odù Ifá is saying something about the person that came to do this divination. The introductory line says, Ifá ní bá a bá ti jí ká máa tọrọ ire gbogbo lọ́dọ̀ Olódùmarè. Bá a bá ti jí ká máa tọrọ ire gbogbo lọ́dọ̀ Olódùmarè. When we wake up, let us ask Olódùmarè for all blessings. Now, how are you supposed to know that? I've said it to you before. Let me say it again. What we consider blessing in life is relative to every one of us. What a secondary school child needs as blessing is different from, don't place your hand on it. What a secondary school child needs as blessing is different from what somebody that is writing PhD needs. Is different from what a full housewife needs. Is different from what a corporate executive needs. Blessings is relative per person. Now, just as we have been able to say that blessing is relative by your age and where you are in life, Blessing is relative by our individual lives. Who you are, where you are, even if we are both company executives, what is considered a blessing to me at this stage of my life is different from yours. And the only way you can find out what exactly is called blessing on your journey in life is after you have found your purpose. Ifa is very specific. Ifa is very direct. Ifa is not a random thing. We just don't come to Ifa and say, please, I want a blessing. No, you need to be specific as to what you want. You need to be specific, which is why we make a divination before we do anything. We make a divination before we do anything. Why are you doing that? This is why we make a divination before anything that we do, so that we would know what exactly is for us per time and where we are. To know the blessings that is for us per time at the point that we are. A lot of you are asking for things, manifesting things that has nothing to do with your life and your destiny. It has nothing to do with your life and your destiny at that time. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. You are manifesting it, you are spending energy, trying to get it, focusing your mind on it. Every day that passes without you getting it, you are frustrated. But you do not know that that is not what you need at the time. It's like a 7-year-old or an 8-year-old that has gone with his mother to a church program. And they are praying. They said, oh, this program is titled, I must marry before end of this year. My husband must come by fire, by force. And the 7-year-old is at home and is praying, God, my husband must come. My husband must come. My husband must come. Then she goes to school. She's looking at every man around to see who is going to ask her to marry her at age 7. Is that a good prayer? Yes. Is that when she needs it? No. Is her prayer going to be answered at that time? Absolutely not. If her prayer gets answered at that time, under the law of most countries, it is a crime. But she doesn't know that if she gets married to at that time, it is an abuse against her. She doesn't know because they had said this is what everybody is praying for, and everybody is praying for it. So it is your responsibility to find out what is that thing that is applicable to you per time. And you can only find that out when you have found your destiny and your purpose in Ifa. Hold on. Somebody asked a question before I continue. One Iyanifa says, do you know about a verse that talks about Yemoja being Shango's mother? I think it is Ogbe Ogunda. No, I can't recall that at the moment. I can't recall any Odù Ifá that says Yemoja is Shango's mother. I can't. At the moment, I can't recall any Ifá like that. Now, let's go in to this. Let's read the story. Ìtàn tó bá Odù Ifá, I've translated into English. We are only going to read the English version. Aláṣẹkù was born in the sacred lineage of Àbọrú, a lineage of wisdom, destiny, and supreme inheritance. From childhood, he showed signs of intelligence and potential, but as he grew, he was distracted by comparison and world pleasure. He was distracted by comparison. Life, the human life as we know it right now, is heavy on comparison. The only way you are able to measure your own success in life is by comparing with somebody else's own that is on a different path from you. The only way you are able to look at yourself and consider yourself as, oh, I have arrived, oh, I'm doing well, oh, I'm making progress, or to be able to look at yourself as you have failed, you are not amounting to anything, is always by you comparing with somebody else. You are on a different journey. I need that to sink. Religion has given us a lot of misconception about human life and journey, that we all think that everybody is on the same path in life. Religion tells you that you are all born into this life to fulfill the will of God and aiming to make heaven. So you see people always comparing every human being, putting every human being on this scale that they have built for themselves. I was a pastor for so many years. And one of the things I will say is this: I pity pastors. Every day I wake up and I remember them and I see them, I pity them, because the life that they have come here to live and they've chosen to live, religious leaders generally, the way people put them under certain scrutiny every day, everybody has a description and an opinion of how their life is supposed to look. Another person's life, another adult's life. The people that are the ones saying this is how they are supposed to do it, they should not get a tattoo, they should not wear earring, their wife should not dress like this, they should not speak this language, they should not drive a flashy car. Those people are just telling you what they think they are supposed to know. Somebody else who has not walked your path, who have no idea who you are, where you are coming from, where you are going to, feels the need to describe your life and what is expected of you based on a book that has nothing to do with you. And we do that subtly for ourselves every day. The only thing you are supposed to mark yourself towards is your Odù Ifá. I mentioned it here yesterday. I called out a few people to confirm the information that they received when I broke down their Odù for Ìṣẹ̀ṣe and Itefa to them. Somebody still shared me a conversation between her and her partner. She also sent her partner's Odù for me to break down. No. You are putting your hand over the camera. She also shared her partner's Odù. And in the conversation she and her partner had when she shared it with me, the man said, see, what I'm going to do in future is already here. What he's planning on doing is already in the Odù, and I don't know him. In fact, the funny part of it is that I did not even get his name and his mother's name. I don't need it. I just need to know the Odù and break it down according to what Ifá has said. That is the only thing you are supposed to measure your life against. That is the manual. When you are traveling on a journey, you look at your own GPS to see how far you have gone and what is left and where there is traffic on the road. You are not asking the man in the next car just because you guys are on the same direction. You are not asking the man in the next car, please, how many minutes are you to your destination? You are not looking at the fuel gauge of the man in the next car to say, you only have 10 liters of fuel in your car. How can you have 10 liters of fuel? My own car is filled up. You have 10 liters. Do you think you are going to get there? Excuse me, sir, you don't even know where he's going. He might just be stopping off at the next stop. From his house to his workplace, 10 liters might take him for a week. You are going on a journey with your family, on a road trip of several days. And that is how we are living life. The story says he grew up showing signs of intelligence and potentials, but as he grew, he was distracted by comparison and worldly pressure. He was distracted by comparison. For those of us that have children, especially those of us that have quite a number of children, you have tendencies to compare your children. No. Find out what the destiny of each child is and map that child, guide that child with their own destiny. There is no two people that are living the same kind of life. You don't have any two people living the same kind of life. Ifá is the one that said it. He says he watches others prosper and he began to doubt his own path. Instead of seeking his destiny, he chased after what belongs to others. Is that not what our life is? Everybody is trying to get what everybody has because you are looking at the next person as the yardstick for your own life, because that is what religion teaches you. Everybody is trying to be like Jesus. Everybody is trying to be like a prophet. Everybody is trying to live their life like a prophet. Even while I was in church, I would tell people this. You cannot be like Jesus. Jesus had a purpose. If he ever existed though, he had a purpose he came to fulfill. Is that not clear? Part of his purpose, according to what they said, was to be crucified and unalive for the sins of people. How many of you want to be crucified and unalive for something you don't know anything about? Because you want to be like him. Is that not what everybody is striving to be? How many of you really want to live the life of those prophets and replicate everything that they ever went through? Nobody. So in actual fact, you are not supposed to be like anybody. You are supposed to be like what your Odù Ifá has said. You are supposed to be like what Ifá has said for you in your Odù. That destiny that you picked. That is ibi tó yẹ kó gbájúmọ́ nìyẹn. That's what you are supposed to do. Which is why you will hardly find an Ifá priest or priestess or devotee judging anybody, because I don't know your life. I don't know where you are coming from. I don't know what your Odù allows for you. I don't know your taboos. I only know mine. And mine is not supposed to be a yardstick for you. And a lot of you are shortchanging your experience in life based on this. I cannot say it enough. We cannot overemphasize it. If you have not found your Odù, you have not done your Itefa, your Ishefa to find your Odù, you should do it. And when you do it and you have the opportunity to have me break it down for you, you will realize how packed your Odù Ifá is. It gives you every details about your life. Every detail. If you have come in to do it as an adult, the things that it will tell you about your past, it will be like somebody gave a movie of your life. Mrs. O Forever said something when I sent her the breakdown of the Odù of Ishefa, not even Itefa. She said, I have a feeling that Iyanifa went to do another additional reading and consultation. You know, these things that people say, oh, some people can use something to wash their face and they can see you clearly like a movie. She probably thought that was what I went to do, because as far as she's concerned, Odù Ifá from Ishefa is not supposed to give so much information about her, things I don't know about her, things that she has never told me about. That is how Ifá is. That is the knowledge that Ifá is packed with. And if you don't have that, you'll be chasing other people's dreams. You will be walking other people's paths. Let's continue to find out how this guy lived. Instead of seeking his destiny, he chased after what belongs to others. He admired other people's wealth. He copied other people's journey. He ignored his own ori. Latoya said, mine was accurate too. I won't lie. I won't lie. You're the truth. I pray Ishefa works for me. See, let me say something at that point. Information is what Ifá is. Majorly, that is what it is. Now, what you do with the information that you get is what is going to determine the outcome. What you do, how you follow the instruction and the direction of what Ifá has given you. Ifá is only going to speak words to you. That's all. When you come to a Babalawo, it's just words and instructions that you get. What you do with it is what is going to determine the quality of your life. Ifá is simple and pure universal knowledge. What you now choose to do with that knowledge is what is going to determine and decide the results you are going to get and the quality of change you are going to experience. Ifá says he admired the wealth of others, he copied other people's journey, he ignored his own ori. Because of this, his life became unstable. Money came and went, opportunities appeared and disappeared, nothing stayed. Does that sound like you? Money came and went. Opportunities appeared and disappeared, nothing stayed. Up and down, roller coaster. Does that sound like your life? Does that sound like your life? Abundance, Ekuojumo, Ekaro. Does that sound like you? That's not the way the quality of your life is supposed to be. Yes, life has its own challenges. You would face certain turns in life. Like I told you, most of those turns is to equip you with tools for your journey. Those turns are not supposed to be a bad thing or to make you feel in a bad place. Excuse me. Is she checking on the screen? Those turns are supposed to help you to take certain instruments along the journey of your life. It's not always a bad thing. But without those turns, put those turns aside, your life is supposed to be progressively making sense. You are not supposed to build today and everything scatters. Then you go back to square one and build. Something is wrong. Even if challenges come, and they come with every form of human life, you are not an exception. It's supposed to be progressive. When you take this turn and learn a lesson here, it's supposed to be progressive with you. But if every turn in life takes you right back to where you started from, and you are literally roaming around in circles, something is obviously wrong, and you should find out. You should send a message to Iyanifa Ewa and find out what's going on here. This looks like a circle. This looks like a roundabout. We have roundabouts in, I think every state has a roundabout. It looks like a ring road. Yes, ring road. We have ring road in Ibadan. You have it in Benin. Some people's life is just a ring road. That is not good quality life. Remember that I said, when I teach you about Ifa, I'm not teaching you about Ifa so that you can just be able to live life. I'm particular about the quality of life that you live. Everybody is living life. The quality of life that you live is our aim. Good quality life. So he was confused and frustrated, and he came to consult with Ifa. Somebody said, thanks for having me. I'm new on this platform and I like it already. You're welcome, Epic. Welcome to Ifa College. Welcome to the teachings and the undiluted, unwatered down truth about Ifa. Let's continue. So he went for a divination, and Ifa revealed. Ifa says, every morning you must return to your source. Ask Elédùmarè for favor, align with your Ori, accept your destiny, speak with Ifa. Ifa told him clearly that his problem was not that he lacked blessing, but he lacked alignment. Your problem is not your village people. Let your village people rest. Let them drink water and drop cup. Sit down. Your problem is not your village people. Your problem is misalignment. Your problem is that you are heading from Lagos to Ibadan, but you are in the direction of Sokoto and Kano and Cross River. Meanwhile, is Ibadan they told you to come and take, tell her to stand up. Is Ibadan that they told you to come and take a contract, but you are heading towards Sokoto, and then you eventually get to Sokoto, and there is no contract waiting for you there. Then you are telling them in Sokoto that at least you will consider the fact that I made effort. They should consider the fact that you made effort and you actually put time into this journey. You should consider that this person has spent a lot of money on transportation. Nobody cares how much you spent on transportation. Nobody cares how much time you spent on the road. If you did not get to the right place, there's nothing they can do for you. You are in the wrong destination. But that blessing is still waiting for you. It was actually reserved for you. But you are not aligned with the journey. You did not have a map. Or the map you thought you had was leading you in another direction. You step out of the house and you ask the first person there, sorry, please, where are you going? The person said, Sokoto. Okay, let's go. What are you going to do in Sokoto? I want to go and pick up a job. Oh, let's go. I too, I want to pick up a job. You followed somebody else to their destination. The person got a job. You are now saying, your village people are very wicked. God is not fair. What kind of God? If God really loves people, why are people experiencing this? People are experiencing this because people are on the path that doesn't belong to them. People are experiencing this because they are somewhere that life has not prepared anything for them there. But Iyanifa, other people are getting something there. But you too should be able to get something there. Other people are getting something there because that's where they are supposed to get something. That is the destination. That is the office that called them. But it is all Federal Ministry of Health. Federal Ministry of Health has different chapters in every state. And the people that are working in Federal Ministry of Health in Lokoja are not the same people that are working in the one in Enugu. So they called you to come and resume in the one in Calabar. You are going to the one in Lagos and telling them that it's the same Federal Ministry of Health. You should employ me. Oh, maybe they can tell you to help them sweep the floor after everybody has closed. And 2-3 people will contribute 1,000 and give you. That is if they love you. If they don't, you will do it and nothing, because your name is not on the payroll. You are not supposed to resume there. And that's what a lot of you are doing with life. Showing up in places that has nothing to do with you. Engaging in relationships that have nothing to do with you. Building careers, businesses that has nothing to do with you. Helping people that you don't have any business with. But if you find out your purpose, you will know that your problem is not lack of blessings, but lack of alignment. You would understand why certain things are happening to you. And how you are able to reroute yourself. You know what a GPS does? It helps you to reroute once you have missed the way. Ifá is the GPS of life. Ifá ni afinimọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé. So every time you come to Ifá meets you at the point you are and helps you to reroute back to where you are supposed to be. But some of you, I've spent too much time in this place. How do I go back? The same way you came. Iyanifa, you don't understand how much effort I put into this thing. It's not going to make it right because you are putting effort into it. It is not going to make it right. You are pushing a car that does not have gas in it. And they're asking you leave it and go and take a taxi. You are saying, no, Iyanifa, do you know for how many years they've been pushing this car? It doesn't matter how many years you continue to push it. If the car does not have gas in it, no engine in it, it's not going to move. So that's your efforts that you have wasted so far. Chin up, brace up, and tell yourself you have wasted effort. Accept it at this point and go and start all over again. If I meet you at the point you are. Let's see what happens to Aláṣẹkù. He has not fully embraced his spiritual calling. He has not completed his ÌṢÄШE and Itefa. He has not claimed his destiny. After he performed this spiritual journey and followed Ifá's instruction, everything changed. He stopped competing. He stopped comparing. He started building his own destiny. His hands prospered. His wealth stabilized. His life became meaningful. He learned that when a child of Ifá finds their path, nothing is missing, nothing is broken. The moment you come to Ifá to get directions, nothing is missing, nothing is broken. You just follow instructions step by step. That's the backstory of Aláṣẹkù. How many of you can resonate with this? In the comment section, I want to make sure that I'm not speaking to people that are not, because maybe all of you have found your destiny, you have found your path, life is doing well for you, so that we can change the topic. How many of you can resonate with what we have been speaking about today? In the comment section. Okay, at least I have one person, so I'm not speaking to the sun, the moon, and the stars today. This is as simple as it can get. Thank you so much. 3, 4, 5 people. Okay. This is as simple as Ifá can get. As simple as Ifá can get. This is as simple as life instruction can get. There is no need going to any mountain, any valley. This is it. Clear cut. This is the way it is. So as an adult person, as an adult human person, it's time for you to tell yourself, I am done wasting my time in the things that doesn't have anything to do with me. The first question everybody will ask is, Iyanifa, how do I know those things that aligns with me? How do I find my purpose? How do I find my destiny? How do I appropriate it to everyday life? Now let's see the lessons, blessings, and instructions of this Odù. The lessons. Every human person has a unique destiny. Every human person has a unique destiny. Mrs. O forever said it's hitting hard. That's why we are all quiet. Okay. Abundance, thank you so much for that gift. Eshegoni. Ajia Budi Fuyini Bubutebati Yoja de Elédùmarè. Every human person has a unique destiny. You need to remind yourself that every day. Comparing yourself with others will weaken your ori and it would distract you in the path of life. Comparing yourself with others will weaken your ori and distract you in the path of life. Doing your Itefa and finding the Odù that breaks you connects you to your true life path. That is the only way to find your path in life. There is no shortcut to this thing. That's the only way to find your path in life. There is no shortcut to it. To find your destiny, there is no shortcut to it. Your alignment is more important than your ambition. Your purpose in life is more important than what you feel like doing. Oh, this has always been my dream. Oh, this is what I want. Oh, I want to make my daddy proud. Oh, this is my ambition. Your alignment with your destiny is more important than your ambition. How do I talk to you privately? The WhatsApp number is pinned on your screen right now, posted by Mrs. O Forever. Copy it. That is it's a verified WhatsApp number for Ifa College and Iyanifa Ewa. So as to know that you are chatting with the right number, that number is verified by WhatsApp already. Alignment is more important than ambition. Alignment is more important than ambition. Oh, this is my dream. This is what I'm working on. Oh, that's beautiful. But is that your destiny? Is that your path? Is that what you're supposed to be doing? That's the simple question. That is the simple question that you need to ask. Bami, Ekushe, Ekaro, Bawoni, Ekojumo. Ifa says prayer without spiritual direction is incomplete. Ifa said it, I'm not the one. Going to the mountain, fasting, praying, kabashing, spiritual gymnastics. Please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't even mean any disrespect. Please, who saw that video that was flying around? That one lady is holding mic and she's doing like this. I cannot be the only one that saw that video. I'm like, excuse me, what's going on here? I grew up in Christianity. Where you are talking about somebody has solid foundation in Christianity, look at me. Let me mention the churches I attend so that you will know that me Obebe Church Ikoja, Deeper Life Nimoti Bere. That's the church I was literally born into. And I went from there to Christ Embassy to become an assistant pastor. I saw Christianity in and out in every color of shade. Ifa said, when you are finished doing that and you have sweat, Otisha exercise, you have burned calories, you have burned fat, you are now looking fresh and firm, go and take a shower with very good soap, Tori. And then use body spray, then come back and find your destiny. Because you just did exercise, and exercise is good. At least if she does that every day, she doesn't need to pay gym. She doesn't need to pay instructor. Toron lagun be Christmas chicken. Bobo Yensi by she has saved money for gym and gym instructor. But when you are done, that you have showered with Dettol Cool, and your body is cool, and you have used body spray, come back and find out your purpose. Because you see that one is not taking you nowhere. So I'm not asking you not to go to the prayer mountain. I'm not asking you, after listening to this, don't go to church on Sunday. I'm not asking you not to go to the mosque on Friday. All that one does not concern us. My own is after all that is said and done, come back to find out your purpose. Because without that, you are wasting your time in this life. That is why they sit down with the same prayer request for 10, 12 years. Same prayer request. God is not able to tell them that at this time, this is not for you. All they have to do is, whatever you ask, you will receive. Anything that you ask, God has to just give it to you. Like you have to twist the arm of God into it. It does not matter whether it's the will of God or not. What matters is that you want it, you have prayed, you have fasted for 40 days. How? How do you say somebody is divine and supreme being, God of all things, ruler of everything, and you are the one that is pressing their button? Why is he not the one that is giving you instruction? I thought they said he was the one that created you. It's not adding up in certain ways. I beg of you, some of you have come into Ifa, but you see that prayer thing. Look at what you're doing. You see that prayer thing is a part of you, is good. Ema she, but eba ti she ton sha. Come to the reality of life. Come to the reality of your destiny and find out where you belong and what is for you. Find out where you belong and what is for you, and then move on in life. Ifa says prayer without spiritual alignment, without alignment with your destiny, is incomplete. It's just wasted effort. It's Ifa that said it, is not me. What are the warnings in this Odù Ifá? Ifa says, don't ignore your calling. Ifa says, don't ignore your destiny. Ifa says, don't postpone your Ìṣẹ́fà and your Ìtẹ̀fà. Don't postpone your Ìtẹ̀fà and your Ìṣẹ́fà. Please kindly lower the background music. Which background music? Who is playing music in background? Chosen of God. Maybe the Irumoles are playing music for you, but we are not playing music here. The only thing that is sounding here is chicken. Àkùkọ tó ń kọ láàárọ̀ ni o, and I cannot lower the volume of the chicken. Abi, please, who else is hearing music in the background? I think àwọn Irumole is playing a beautiful sound to this person. Please enjoy the music that Irumole is playing to you. Torí kò ń ṣe mí ni mo play music. How do I know your calling? By finding out your purpose. Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen right now to find your purpose. Would Ishefa or Ebo tell you your calling? Or is it that it is okay? Latoya, I need to explain a lot of things to you in private chat. You are mixing up a lot of things. Is that okay? I would explain to you. You are mixing the words up. Is that okay? So immediately we finish this, just drop a message for me, or you can write that message now that I said I was going to explain some things to you, so I can send you a voice note or put a call through to you to understand certain things. Ifa says, do not postpone your itefa, don't ignore your calling. Ifa says, don't leave another person's destiny. Don't leave another person's destiny. Okay, thank you so much. He always said that sound you are hearing is normal sound that we hear in Africa in the morning. Is the sound of Ojúmọ́. They are telling us that it's a new day has come. Welcome to the day. They are the ones that are making music, and there's no remote control for them. So let's enjoy the music. Ifa says, don't leave another person's destiny. Don't abandon your ori for shortcuts. I know I'm shouting right now. I'm shouting at you. I'm yelling in your face. Ifa says, Kezia, Alafia, how are you doing? Ifa says, don't ignore your ori for shortcuts. The destiny that your ori has picked for you, don't cut corners with it. You are shortchanging yourself. It's yourself you are shortchanging, because at the end of the day, you will still reroute. It's like you are going on with your GPS. GPS says turn right. You said no, it's left, I want to go. After you have turned left several times, you now say you have come to the end of that road, there's no other way. GPS will carry you. You will go back. You will go back and go and continue. There is no shortcut. GPS is not going to carry you from there to your destination just because you have spent 2 hours on that journey. No, you will still go back. Morenike Ojúmọ́ Ayọ̀ mo kí yín o. Ifa says, don't chase wealth without having spiritual roots. Make sure you are spiritually rooted in your destiny first. Then you can chase wealth around. Now, let me pause here a bit and make a quick announcement. I think there are lots of people here right now. Let me make a quick announcement. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that shows up here every day, particularly to those of you that are always engaging, that post the number in the comment section, like Mrs. O Forever is doing right now. She's posting the YouTube channel, the website, the phone number for Ifa College and Iyanifa. A lot of them do it. Mrs. O Forever, Mr. Mike, amazing. We have not seen amazing adult toys this morning. A lot of them are in the comment section. Queen B Esther posting that. Now, let me say this. They are not staffs of Ifa College or Iyanifa Ewa. They are not my staff. They don't work for me. They are just kind-hearted people that are volunteering to make sure that information is passed across. T always just made a post now, a comment now, telling us what the topic of today is. They are just there to help us. A lot of them, a couple of them have reached out to me saying, oh, people send messages to them, their DM saying, oh, please, you have a way I can reach Iyanifa directly. Do you know her house address? Do you know this? Do you know that? Because they think that they are close to me in a certain way. No, they are just like you. They are just in the comment section helping out. They are not affiliated with me in any way. Some of them have not even spoken to them in real time before. It's just chat. All of them that I mentioned, I have not seen them in person before. They are just helping out. So if you need to reach out to Iyanifa Ewa, the WhatsApp number is on the screen. Somebody even called me yesterday saying that Iyanifa, someone reached out to me and the person said, please, I want to buy Iyanifa a gift. What kind of thing do you think she likes? And the person said, I don't know. He said, but I see you're always posting on her behalf. They are not posting on my behalf or in that sense. This is the work of Ifa College, it's the work of Ifa, it's the work of Irumole. Everybody is doing it. And some of them don't like. He said the page is frozen. Frozen care. Frozen. Is that true? Is it frozen? Is it frozen? Is that true? Let's pause. Those of you on YouTube, if you can still hear me, let me know. Those on YouTube says it's frozen. Is it from your side? It's not frozen, no. Okay, it's from your side. I was wondering what was happening. Okay, thank you so much for acknowledging that. Also, is it possible? I love translation just because I don't understand. Yeah, we're always translating. Okay, it's not frozen. All right, we're good. So we would, like I was saying, they are just here to help. Okay, so they don't have any information about me that you don't have. They are not my staff, they are not working for me, and some of them don't like to be harassed. Some of them, their page is private. You are just sending a message back and forth, trying to get it. I attend to everybody equally. Is that okay? Yes, you can ask your questions. I attend to everybody the same way. I don't give preference to, aside from my VIP clients who are paying for VIP service. So anybody can reach out to my number and you'll be able to get everything from me. Are you from Ile-Ife? No, I'm not from Ile-Ife. Everybody can reach out and can get information from me part-time. Is that okay? Yeah. Now, I also need to say this. People come and people go in Ifa. I have been in Ifa for, this year makes it 11 years that I have been in the public space speaking about Ifa, sharing about Ifa, guiding people on this journey. And I have met thousands of people, literal thousands of people on this journey that I have worked with closely, directly, indirectly, on every level. And I keep saying this, Ifa did not give us any mandate to raise a congregation. So in Ifa, I'm not about saying that, oh, this person is with me, you cannot go, you have to be here. There's nothing like that. It is not, how many people do I want to drag along in life? I want you to come to Ifa, learn what you have to learn, apply it, get a better life. Simple. That's just me. And that is what Ifa represents. In fact, on Sunday, what's it called? What did I want to say? One of my staff was speaking on Sunday while we were streaming. After the streaming, he had gone into Unilag to drop a package for one of our clients. So he met another old client. He said he greeted the woman and was like, how are you doing? Juma was looking at him like, can I remember you? He now introduced himself. We're like, how are you doing? How's Iyanifa doing? And we both talked. When he said it, we both laughed. Why? I remember shortly before COVID, when that woman was a VIP client, she will call and call and call and call my number non-stop. If she doesn't get me, she will reach out to my client, calling him back to back. Where is Iyanifa? Where is Iyanifa? Where is him? She will reach out to my staff. Where is Iyanifa? Where is Iyanifa? So he was like, Iyanifa, what even happened to these people? There's a time that they are on your nose and in your head as if Iyanifa is holding their liver and their kidney. They cannot breathe. That is this journey for us. People will come, people will go. It is just a part of the journey. So I need you to understand that. And I'm saying this because a client reached out to me yesterday. She said she has been following me for a while. And she has been meaning to send her Odù Ifá to me to break it down for her. Because her Babalawo did not give her so much information. And she said one of the things that has been stopping her is that she doesn't want to feel like she's cheating on her Babalawo. Like, I have a Babalawo, why do I have to go to somewhere else for information? I smiled when she said cheating on my Babalawo. I said, you need to understand this. Every one of us that is doing ÌṢÄÉFA, we are called in different aspects of life. It's like when you have a general practice doctor that we call a GP. Anything that happens to you, you go to your general practice doctor. That's your family doctor for years. But there are certain medical investigations that you need, that you have to go and meet a specialist. You have to go and see a gynecologist, you have to see a pediatrician, a cardiologist, a hematologist, a dermatologist. There are some specific things that your GP cannot handle. And in Ifa, we have different departments. Ifa is wide, Ifa is huge. Different people have different callings and different gifts. This is me uniquely carrying out my own calling and my own gifts. Which is why it will take you a while to scroll on this app, irrespective of the color of the app, before you can find somebody that breaks down Odù Ifá the way Iyanifa breaks it down. That is the calling that Elédùmarè has given Iyanifa. That is her job, primary job, or her specialty. Let's put it like that. Before you can have a gynecologist, a dermatologist, they were all doctors. They all went to medical school. They all studied medicine, graduated as a medical doctor. They were inducted into the medical practice as doctors. Then everybody goes on to different specialty. But at the initial stage, the primary responsibility of all of them is the same. That is how different Babalawos, Iyanifas, Babalorishas, Iyalorishas, Onishegun, that is how we all are. Everybody has their different parts. So working with somebody in a special part, it doesn't mean that you are cheating on your Babalawo or your Iyanifa. Your Babalawo and Iyanifa might not have the gift of teaching and breaking down certain things in a way that you can resonate with it. And if you find somebody that does, Ifa doesn't forbid you from being there. Because I know a lot of you are probably struggling with this. It is okay. Don't feel guilty because you have come here to learn. It is knowledge. The knowledge of Ifa goes step by step, place by place. Nobody has absolute knowledge. Every time you see me showing up, I'm updating the knowledge and the information that I have to be able to teach you what I also didn't know yesterday. So that is okay. All right, for those of you that have been struggling with, can I speak to Iyanifa? Can I not speak to Iyanifa? You can speak to me if I have something that, if Elédùmarè has given me something that will benefit you that your Babalawo or your Iyanifa does not have at this time. And it will interest you to know that Iyanifa Ewa also has Babalawos and Iyanifas that work with her, different ones of them. And I go to each one of them for different things. They handle different parts of my work and different parts of my life. There is a particular Babalawo that handles everything that is personal with me. I don't share my personal life journey with every other person on my team aside from this person. And we have come a long way with that. So it's okay if you have. What is not okay is when you are carrying your Ifa, jumping from this place to another place. I found somebody today. Oh, exactly. Iyanifa, thank you so much. She said, I sent, who is kicking that thing? She said, I sent my student to Iyan. It takes nothing for me. She's also an Iyanifa. And she sends her student to me to come and learn. It's not, there's nothing wrong. No, there's nothing that's going to happen to anybody. There are certain things that I need from her. I've reached out to her. So Iyanifa, can we do this and this together? Because I see that you have strength here. Let's combine our strength and make sure that Ifa is growing. And if you work with a particular Babalawo Iyanifa for a certain period and your Ori says it's time to move on, move on. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. Your Babalawo will not be angry. At least we have an Iyanifa in the house who can attest to the fact that people have come and people have gone from your Ile. There are very few people that will stay there for like 20 years. And it is okay. This part of your life is supposed to be handled by this person, and it is okay. That part of your life might have been destined to be handled by somebody else, and that's also okay. So please, if you are struggling with that guilt inside of you, it's not Ifa that put that guilt, it's religion that put that guilt on you. If they see you in another church, people will tell you, you that you are winner, you are going to sell. Meanwhile, you people are supposed to be reading the same Bible. You are supposed to be heading towards the same heaven, but you have created small cults. This one cannot go to this one. Everybody is competing. It will soon be end of the year. Everybody has program at the same time, simultaneously. You want to experience this one and you want to experience this one, but you cannot because they are both holding the program simultaneously like you are competing for the rest of the world. Ifa does not have that. Is that okay? Ifa does not have that. So it is okay for you to work with a certain person, work in a certain place, and decide to grow. Whoa, indeed, I think that learning makes the tradition rich and more beautiful. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you so much. So I needed to announce that so that every other person can hear. So if there's anybody you have been seeing on this live streaming before and you're not seeing them again, they have probably just moved on to other things that is working for them right now. And that is absolutely no problem. Is that okay? This is not a church. Someone reached out to me yesterday and said, oh, Iyanifa, I love the tribe you are forming. I love the congregation you are building. I'm not building any tribe. The only tribe that exists here is Yoruba tribe. Which other tribe do I want to build? We are all associated with Yoruba tribe. Orumila has built a tribe for us. Elédùmarè has built a tribe for us before. And it is Yoruba tribe that bet Ifa and gave it to the rest of the world. Any other thing other than that, nobody sent me to do it. It's not me. Some of you don't get notification when I'm online. That's your algorithm. Please go and ask ChatGPT that how do you set your account in such a way that you get notification. Okay. But if you belong to the global Iyanifa community, you will always get notification when we are going on live. We have a global Ifa community channel. It's a WhatsApp channel. If you belong there, you would always get it. If you do not belong there, please send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen right now so that you can, get the link to join. We can't post the link in the comment section. You won't be able to click on it. But if you are catching a replay, the link will be in the description box below. Eshegoni Theodora, I've missed you. Where have you been? I have missed you. Ojutori Yingbo. How are you doing, my lovely sister? So yes, having said that, make sure that you are getting the best of Ifa at every point that your Ori is aligning you with. Ifa says that this Odù Ifá brings clarity of purpose. The WhatsApp number has been pinned on your screen for the person that wants to join the global Ifa and ԻΣΕΣΕ community so that you get notifications on everything that we have. The WhatsApp number is pinned on your screen right now. Theodora said she's been hibernating. I pray more strength for you, more grace, more clarity in your state of hibernation. You will connect with spirit, you will connect with Ifa, you will connect with Elédùmarè, you will connect with your ancestors and your destiny more than before. You will receive clarity, you will receive peace, you will receive direction. You will be re-energized, you will be renewed, ready for the next phase of your life in success. Lashe Elédùmarè. Ashe. This Odù brings clarity of purpose. This Odù brings stability in finances. This Odù has taught us how to find inner peace. This Odù has brought long life and fulfillment to us. This Odù has brought spiritual authority to us. Spiritual authority, clarity. All of this is in Ifa. You need peace, you need clarity, you need stability. You need all of this with physical evidence. This is what this Odù gives. Now, the instruction that this Odù is giving us today is go and do your Itefa. Complete your Itefa. Find out the Odù that birthed you. Find out your purpose in life. And once you have found it, when you wake up every morning, the first person, the first being that you are supposed to connect with is Elédùmarè. Once you have found your purpose, now begin to create that relationship. Begin to build that relationship. Once you have found your purpose, begin to build that relationship. Starting with your relationship with Elédùmarè, with your Ifa, with your Orishas, with your Ori, with your ancestors, with the people around you, your Egbe. Start to build them. That is what is going to improve the quality of your life on this earth. And then Ifa says, listen to your Ori. As you create a relationship with your Ori, listen. We had a whole live streaming a couple of days ago talking about our Ori. A whole live streaming where we talked about our Ori. If you missed that live streaming, head over to the YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV. You will catch a replay on how to connect with your Ori and listen to your Ori. Then the next instruction says, follow the guidance of Ifa strictly. Remember, yesterday was about Aisebope, Aishetutupe. half obedience, obeying Ifa halfway, doing the one you feel like doing and leaving the one you don't feel like. Where's your brother? That is what the Odù Ifá talked about yesterday. So Ifa says here, follow the guidance strictly. Don't pick and choose. You have come into Ifa, follow it strictly and wholeheartedly. The last instruction says, walk in your own path with confidence. The moment you find your path, begin to pursue it with confidence. The moment you find your path, begin to pursue it with confidence. Walk your path with confidence. Now, how do we apply this to different aspects of our life? Ifa says, in your spiritual life, maintain your daily Iba. Build your relationship with your Ifa. Study Ifa regularly. Work with your Babalawo or your Iyanifa on instructions on how to interpret your Odù and find your purpose and guide your purpose through life. In your finances and wealth, Ifa says, build wealth according to your destiny, which is why at the Ifa Business School, the first lesson, your first lesson to learn is your Ori alignment. You first of all want to know your Ori, your destiny, and what it is aligned to before you even think about building business, building wealth, creating generational wealth, improving your finances and your income. We are not going to waste time helping you to build something that doesn't align with your destiny. So the first thing you need to learn when you are in your wealth, in your finances, and when we say wealth and finances, it's not only for people that are building businesses. Every one of us is admonished to build generational wealth. You have to build wealth for the generation that is coming after you. The reason, one of the major reasons you are struggling in life like this is because the people that went ahead of you did not create generational wealth. It is on you now to create it for your own children. Whether you are building business, you are building a career, you are putting money into investment, whatever source of income you have, Ifa Business School guides you as to how to build generational wealth. And the first step is realignment. So if you have not registered for Ifa Business School, this is me saying head over to the website ifakole.ng. ifakole.ng. Click on the top three corner, the top right corner. The three lines there, click on it. It will take you to the menu bar. You'll see Ifa Business School. Register for the one that resonates with you. There are 3 different categories that we have. Register for the one that resonates with you and learn how to build generational wealth that aligns with your Ori. Ori alignment is the first thing. I'm not about to teach you business principles like any random person would do when I do not know what your destined path is. You will receive information and put it in the wrong place, or you receive information that you cannot use, that you cannot align with. The second part says avoid copying risky paths. Totally just avoid copying. Find your own destiny and follow it. You will meet people along your way in life that your destiny aligns with their own. But you cannot know that somebody's destiny aligns with us until you know your own destiny. So stop copying. This person is your mentor. Yes, you can have a mentor. But that is after you have found your own path and you know that the mentor is going to walk you in the path that is your own. Ifa says grow steadily. All the rushing, overnight success, you want to be a billionaire overnight, you are comparing yourself with people that have been building in the last 30 years. You want to use the same things that people that inherited wealth in their life is using. Grow steadily. Grow steadily. Destination of life, your life is not a destination, it's a journey. If it's a destination, everybody will know the day they will start and the day they will end, and they will be heading towards the destination. Until you finally transition from this side of life, it's a journey. So grow steadily. Trust the process, trust Ifa, and practice gratitude every step of the way. Every step of the way you experience good things and good direction, practice gratitude. The person that shows gratitude for yesterday is the one that is going to receive another gift. Now, how do you apply that in your career and your purpose? Ifa says choose a work that is aligned with your calling. Make sure that the career you are building, make sure that the sector you are working in, make sure that the things that you are putting your hands to do. Religion says whatever your hands finds to do, do it diligently, whatever. Ifa says it is not whatever your hands finds to do. Ifa says let your hand find your purpose and do it diligently. That is where there is success, not whatever your hand finds to do. Whatever your hand finds to do is how people have built for so many years, but deep down inside of them, they still feel lost, they feel frustrated, they feel unstable, unsettled, unfulfilled. There's just something that is troubling them. They are always looking for the next big thing. They don't have fulfillment because what? They are doing whatever their hand finds to do, instead of finding their purpose and doing it. Religion tells you to find whatever it is your hand finds to do. Find whatever, do it, and then you will receive satisfaction. And then the end will justify the means. No. Ifa says you have put the cart before the horse. You first of all find your purpose, then you put everything into it. That's where success comes from. The WhatsApp number is pinned on your screen. If you need a consultation, a divination, you have a personal question to ask, you want to do your Itefa, your Ishefa, you want to find out your purpose, you want to buy spiritual or herbal products, or everything that we offer at Ifa College, that is the verified WhatsApp number of Ifa College and Iyanifa Ewa posted on your screen. If you are catching a replay, every information you need will be in the description box below. Ifa says, develop your natural talent as you discover your destiny. Again, Ifa says, stop comparing your journey. Be patient with your growth and seek spiritual confirmation at every point. As you go through your decision in life, seek spiritual confirmation. Go and call your sister. Seek spiritual confirmation every step of the way. In your personal growth, Ifa says, know yourself deeply. The only way to know yourself deeply is to find out your Odù and know your purpose. Accept your strength. Improve them daily. Avoid self-doubt and build discipline. Thank you so much for the gift. Find your purpose. Avoid self-doubt. Build discipline. Accept your strength. Find out where your weaknesses are and look for what to cover it. Make sure that the people that you are aligned with and you are working with in this life are those that help you cover for your weakness. You can only know that when you have found your weakness and your strength in finding your purpose. That's the shortcut to personal growth according to Ifa. In your relationship, Ifa says choose partners that align with your path. I cannot say this enough. I cannot emphasize this enough. Choose partners that align with your path. With your path. And there is no way you can know that this person aligns with your path if you don't know your path. It's like they said, let's see. They said there are two things here. I'm holding these two items in front of you. I'm holding this and this. Okay? I'm holding these two items. And the question says, choose one that looks like this one. The only way you are going to be able to choose the one that looks like this one is because you know what this one looks like. But if I don't show you what this one looks like, and I just bring these two in front of you and I say, choose the one that looks like this one, you are looking around to say, that looks like what? What are we referencing? What are we talking about? So you are going on in your path in life to choose a partner that aligns with you, to choose somebody you want to do life with. Yes, you don't even know yourself. You don't know what aligns with you. Tolu Babs, be you. Eshe Goni, thank you so much for the gift. We are super grateful. Aje Abudi Funye, Aje will multiply where you have taken it out from. Lashe Elédùmarè. Wọ́n ní Abudi ni tolókun, Abudi ni tọlọ́sà. Aje olókun, Aje ọlọ́sà, Abudi Funye, Lashe Elédùmarè. So you cannot know if that person aligns with you until you first of all know where your purpose is, where you are going to. That is how our ancestors created marriages and homes that lasted for centuries, that lasted for their lifetime. That is how they built marriages that did not end in divorce every 2 minutes. I know this generation wants you to believe that the reason our mothers lasted in their marriage is because they were enduring things that did not work for them. Maybe your own mother, because she did not know her destiny. But there are some mothers, some people's mothers and grandmothers and great-grandmothers and great-great-grandmothers who were opportuned to walk in the path of Ifa, to know their purpose, to know their Odù Ifá and that of the man before they got married, and put it together to align it before they eventually got married. They found out what their purpose was, why Ifa has brought them together, how they align, and they have made it work. Ifa says, avoid relationship that distracts your destiny. Let me go back to saying, until you know your destiny, you cannot know that something is distracting you. If my class is supposed to face this side, and you are typing here, if I turn from this side to this side, you are distracting me. But if my class is this side, and I'm looking here, and you call me from this side, and I'm facing you, I'm aligned with what I am doing. So the only way you will know whether somebody is distracting you is if you have a focal point of what it is supposed to be. Ifa says, this Odù supports spiritual growth. This Odù says you should maintain honesty and you should respect boundaries. This Odù Ifá says you should respect boundaries. Understand where you are, who you are, where you are going to in life, and respect your own boundary and respect the boundaries of the other person, understanding that you are on different paths in life. Now, on the issue of respecting boundaries, I said something a couple of days ago when we were talking about people with spiritual calling and how you are supposed to deal with them. And I said, you know, there are a lot of people here and there that are learning spiritual things and they are looking for who to practice the spiritual knowledge with. They need real life human being in real life situation. And I told us that as an advice, be careful around people that are spiritual people. Now, some of you might say, how are you sure the person is? It's not your business to be sure the person is. As long as somebody has stepped out claiming to be a spiritual person, you can see their life and how spirit is working with them. Respect boundaries. Now, I'm going to read a review for you before we come into that. Those of you that are on my WhatsApp status, you must have seen that review. I posted it on the Global Ifa community this morning, and then I also posted it on my status. So I will read it from here. I've extracted it. I need you to follow me. We are getting somewhere. We are still coming back to boundaries. On the 24th of this month, this person sent me a message. She said, good morning, Iyanifa. A lot of accusation has been on me. I'm reading it quote and unquote in her voice. Has been on me by my line manager in the person of, she mentioned the name of the person, just because she feels threatened by me since I know this job better than her. And information reaching us said they would drop either of us, either my client or this other person she mentioned. Let's call her name Miss B. So she has been sending false accusation on me so that I can leave the team. Right now, the AR is investigating it, reaching out to our subordinates to choose between me or Miss B, who will stay and who will leave. I would prefer that even if I have to leave this company, it will be me to resign by myself, not getting laid off because of false accusation. I mean, anybody would prefer that. I need your prayers because I'm innocent, ma'am. Please pray for me. And I responded by saying, send me her name and her picture. We will present it before Ifa during your ԻΣΕΦΑ. She was one of the people that did ΙΣΕΦΑ the last time we did it. I think it was about 2 weeks ago. That was on the 24th. Now, yesterday, she sent a message. She said, Mommy, congratulations to me. I've been promoted. Mommy, I've been promoted. She said it again. Before, I was a deputy manager. But now, I'm a manager who was supposed to teach me. So she meant the person that was supposed to teach her on this career, that was supposed to mentor her, does not even know this line of business as she does. In fact, I was the one who taught the person that was supposed to teach me. Probably she knows one of us will be promoted. That is why she has been fighting me, sending those accusing emails to HR and our bosses with full confidence. Just Tuesday, 3rd of February 2026, the man who heads the cluster of South-South came in and said 2 deputy managers cannot be in the same center. He said I'll be handling 4 units. So those units are like different states, and that makes me a regional manager. So as it is now, my role is even higher than Miss B because she's covering only 1 unit and I'm covering 4. And I responded to her, congratulations. She said, yes, ma, thank you so much, ma. I also discovered that 2 other states, she mentioned the states, are part of the places I will be covering. I'm still in shock. What did you do, ma? How did you do it? Your prayers and works are very powerful. It's the fact that you don't boast about your work. You would only say, Elédùmarè, you will never be disappointed, and your prayers are always answered. I'm honored and glad to be learning from you. Once it is time for my spiritual calling as an Iyanifa like you, I'm learning from the best. This was her result, her review. Those of you on my WhatsApp status, I did a screenshot of the conversation, I posted it. Now, one of the reasons you will not find me posting people's reviews online like this is because when I started out, finding different things about herbs and spirituality, I've told you before, I ventured into Kayamata and I distributed for the major key players in Kayamata business in Nigeria, in the pressing of Jaruma and Niwa. I distributed for both of them on a very large scale, just to be able to learn the things, what do Nigerians want when it comes to aphrodisiacs and enhancement of that aspect of their life. So, and I saw that industry was driven by reviews. So people will make up a lot of stories just to put out review to say, oh, my product is working. It was business for them. So a lot of times it just made me feel like we don't need to go through that route. Ifá does not go through that route. But for people that know me, for people that, are in my private space, from time to time, I share the things like this, just to let you know. There are tons of review. If I want to be posting out messages like this, I will have an entire page for it, posting hundreds, tens, 50s every day, because Ifá is working. But one thing that is worthy of note, first of all, I know she's on this live streaming. Baby girl, I say congratulations to you. I am super excited. And I am also excited that you have done your Ishefa and you have received information and direction about your life as to know that you have a spiritual calling. And trust me, you are learning from the best. You are in the right place. So I say congratulations to you once again. Now, she mentioned something that is worthy of note here. She said, your prayers and works are very powerful. It's the fact that you don't boast about your work. You only say, Elédùmarè, you will not be disappointed. And this is because I am not the one that is working. I'm not the one that is working. If I mix 2 herbs for you to make a product for you and you use it, I didn't create the herbs. I didn't create the plants. I didn't give the plants the power that it has. All I did was follow instructions and teachings of what they had taught me, and they are teaching millions of people every day. I put it together and I asked Olódùmarè, back this thing up with the results that these people need. They have come here for results. They didn't come here to buy soap. A lot of you don't care how you get the job done. You just want your result. Whether we are going to give you water or sand or soap, or we are going to put our hand on your head, or we are going to do ebo and etutu, or we are simply going to say, don't worry, it's fine. All you want is result, and that is what I ensure. If you go to a doctor's office and they give you Tylenol, he's not going to sit down and tell you Tylenol contains proton, neutrons, electrons, nitrates, sodium, electrolytes. So the electrolytes will go into your brain and the sodium will go into your back, and then the protein will go into your muscle, and this one will pump your heart. He doesn't start to break it down like that. He just tells you, this is the Tylenol, this is how you're supposed to use it, these are the side effects, read the indication, use it, and you'll be fine. All you want is to be fine. Let them go from Tylenol to Tyna, Dopresson, whatever they want to call it, it doesn't matter. All you want is to take it and be fine. Solution is what you want. I know that already. And I will do everything within my power to make sure that you get it. I don't need to talk about it. I don't need to brag about it. I'm not the one that is doing it. All I do is get information. Now, the fact that I come into this space, and a lot of people like me, to present ourselves as just regular everyday people. We are just privileged to have the gifts that we have, which is why those of you that are following me for a long time, you know, after I share a review, what do I say? Elédùmarè ọba aláàánú mo dúpẹ́. I humble myself before Elédùmarè, the creator and the fulfillment of everything. The one who has given me the privilege to be a part of your success journey. It's a privilege for me to be a part of your success journey. There are so many other Iyanifas and Babalawos that can be used for you. That I'm a part of your success story is a privilege. And I'm grateful. I humble myself before Olodumare every time to say that. It could have been any other person. And then again, on the flip side of it, when people come into my space to say, Iyanifa Ewa, I love you so much. Iyanifa, you mean a lot to me. Iyanifa, I bless the day that I met you. It is not me that you love because you don't know me. You don't have an idea who I am. You love the power and the results that is attached to this person. You love the wisdom and the knowledge that you get when you come into this space. If I were to be just any regular Iyanifa that is coming to speak English and saying, come and buy our product, or if you buy it, your life will change. Come and do your divination. If you do it, your life will... If that's the only thing I'm saying, you will not wake up early in the morning like this and come to my page. What will you be doing? There are so many people that are saying that. You are here because there is a gift, because there is a purpose, there is a calling that you have found here that you are not finding in any other place, and it resonates with the result you want to get. So I know that you don't love me as a person. You don't know me. And that's not, it doesn't make me feel any certain kind of way. It's just the truth. It is the value you want, and I will continue to give you the value that you want. Aláṣẹkù. I will continue to call the ancestors that called me to say, what is the valuable thing that we have to give to these people today? And they will have it. When I was about to start the live streaming for today, my husband sent me a message. He said, may the words, he said something along that line, may the words you are going to say be, may it get to the ears and the heart of the people that need it and resonate with it. That's what I come here to do every day. Now, that being said, I'm somebody that likes to be as normal and as ordinary as possible. But newsflash, there is nothing normal and ordinary about me. That's the truth. The places I have gone into, the things that I have done, the things that I have associated with to get to this level that I am is not a joke. So if for some reason you have access to me as a person, and I choose to relate with you on an individual level, I choose to do it because spirits are asking me to do it. I don't know you, you don't know me. There are boundaries that need to be respected. I will not enforce those boundaries, but I'm telling you. Somebody on this live streaming sent me a message yesterday. The effrontery and the audacity that little girl was speaking. I looked at her yesterday. I said, I know I want to share. I know I want to be alone. Shemi. I know I want to be alone. Shemi. Because I am not me. When you meet me as Iyanifa Ewa, I am not me. I'm not Ewa. I am representing spirits, I'm representing authority, I'm representing powers, I'm representing an entire lineage, I'm representing a calling. And that calling has looked at me fit enough to give me everything that is inside of me that you need. And you need to respect that. You need to, I learned that when I was a pastor in church. You need to draw the line between that human person and that spiritual person. Don't mess it up. Don't put yourself in a situation that will be compromising to the rest of your life. Don't do it. Because the people that sent us, the powers and the spirits that is backing us up, they are watching every reaction and interaction that comes. You people need to understand why me, particularly, I protect my space. People come to live streaming to ask, please, Iyanifa, where is your office? Where is your house? I want to come and visit you. When I draw a line, I'm protecting you. When I stop you from coming to my house, I don't want you to know my house. I don't just want you to pop in on me randomly. It is you that I'm protecting from what Nigerians call see finish. Because you can get familiar with a representative of something, and then you now feel like you and the person are on the same level because you people now sit down together and you eat together and you laugh together. You are not. That person is still representing something. If you meet a Nigerian ambassador today, the person is backed up by an entire nation. They can be your friend. If you cross the line with them, you are crossing the line with an entire country, and the entire country can go to war over that single person. We have seen it happen. An entire country can go to war because of a particular citizen, because of the weight that the person carries. It happens. That is the same way it happens in spirituality. So I beg you, that is why I create a distance. A lot of you want to be close to me. You share personal information with me. You send me messages. I love you. I do this, I do that. I am protecting you by keeping a distance, because I know a lot of you don't have sense. You are not emotionally intelligent. You are not spiritually intelligent. You do not know how to respect boundaries. I don't need to do anything. I'm representing an entire force. They will do everything. I'm nice, I'm cool and gentle. The spirits that I'm working with, they are not nice, they are not cool, they are not gentle. They are not, unfortunately, and I don't control them. So if you cross the line in any way, either to my face or behind me, or with any spiritualist at all, the spirits that they represent can flip on you without them even knowing anything. So I beg you, this is the reason a lot of spiritualists create this edge around themselves and people are literally worshiping them. They need you to understand who they are spiritually in the physical. I will not do that. That's not who I am. I will not. It's not me. If you like, have sense. If you like, don't have sense. That's on you. You will never see any glimpse of pride in me. You will not. You won't find it. Once in a while, I will remind you for your own information. But when I recount my titles to you, and I recount that I have been in Ogboni for years, and I am an Iyabiye, if you know what that means, you know. When I recount titles to you that I am Iyalode, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ bá gbọ́ Yorùbá dáadáa, Yorùbá ní àdàpè àjẹ́ ló ń pè ní Ìyálóde o. Àdàpè àjẹ́ ni o. Translate it into English for your friends. Ó níbi tá a jókòó sí, ó láwọn tá a bá jẹ, ó láwọn tá a bá mu, ó níbi tá a rìn dé. Kí awó tó sọ pé a ti fi ẹ́ jẹ Ìyálóde. There are places that I have been, there are things that I've eaten, there are places that I have stepped to, there are people that I have mingled with before I get the title of the highest female position in Ogboni Aborigine. It's not a day's job. It is not. And it is not a society of fancy. It is real life. I will not push it into your face, but the people that I represent will not allow you to disrespect who they have put out. So I'm saying this, pé ẹ jọ̀ọ́, let us respect spiritual authority. There's somebody on my live streaming today that I admire so much. I'm seeing her for the first time. Iyanifa Ewa, thank you so much, so much. Oh wow, I'm so excited today. Ẹṣé goni yami adúpẹ́ ẹṣé goni. I see what you are doing. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ìgbà irúnmọlẹ̀, àwọn irúnmọlẹ̀ tó rán wa níṣẹ́, they will continue to support us to success. Thank you so much, Iyanifa Oyin. I'm super grateful for this. Ẹṣé goni adúpẹ́. So ẹ jọ̀ọ́, you will find a lot of us stepping out as ordinary people. But the fact that we are not that kind of way kò mean pé people should now be ẹjọ́. Ifá sees it here that we should respect boundaries. Who is that? Who is that outside? Ifa says we should respect boundaries. So Ejo, let us put that in place. Let's go on to, please ignore the sound. I think somebody is messing with the alarm of a car in my neighborhood. Let's round up this Odù Ifá by making the Iwure that comes with this Odù. Ifa says you should find your purpose. There is a particular Iwure that I keep making, and that Iwure says, Ibi tó rí ń gbé wa lọ, kẹ́sẹ̀ má ṣì wá lọ́nà níbẹ̀ o. Ibi tó rí wa ń gbé wa lọ, kí ẹsẹ̀ wa má ṣì wá lọ́nà níbẹ̀, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ibi tó rí ń gbé wa lọ, kí ẹsẹ̀ wa má ṣì wá lọ́nà níbẹ̀, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Our Ori is leading us to a particular direction. Our Ifa is leading us to a particular direction. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, the distraction of our legs will not take us away from there. Now, I need you to understand how this works. Look at your brain. That is the functional unit of your head, physical head. Look at your legs. Which one do you control? Your brain or your legs? You as a human being, with your physical human self, which one do you control? Your brain or your legs? Which one do you control? So that you will understand where that Iwure is coming from. Which one do you control? Your legs or your brain? Let me know. It is your legs that you control. Exactly. Your brain is literally functioning irrespective of your choice. You don't say, I want my brain to think this, I want my brain to sleep, I want my brain to wake up. Which means that the part of your life that you are the one controlling, may it not lead you astray from the part of your life that is superior. May the physical part of your life not lead you astray from where the spiritual side of your life is leading you to. That is simply what that prayer means. Ibi tí orí wa ń gbé wa lọ, kẹ́sẹ̀ wa má ṣì wá lọ́nà níbẹ̀. Your Ori has chosen a particular path for you. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ẹsẹ̀ wa ò ní ṣì wá lọ́nà níbẹ̀. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. You have heard this again today. A tún ti kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá mi lẹ́ni. Odù Ifá Oyeku Ofun. Ifá has a lot to say. Now, there is a part of that Odù that says, owó tí mo ní kò tíì tó, wọ́n ní kí aláṣọ àdá kó paradà torí owó tó ní ò tíì tó. The money he has is not enough. The wealth he has is not enough. You think that you are succeeding right now until you get into your path and find out that, Abba, this success you are enjoying right now is just crumbs. Until you align with your destiny, you align with your Odù Ifá before you find out that this success you think you are experiencing, this peace and direction and calmness you think you are experiencing, it is just crumbs compared to what your destiny has for you, compared to what your Ori has picked. And the only way you are not able to know that and you are shortchanging yourself is because you don't know your path in life. You have not found out from Ifa what your purpose is. The day you find out, life becomes easier, life becomes effortless for you. You know why you are who you are. You know where you are coming from. You know where you are going to. You know the places you are going to branch off. You know the things you are supposed to be doing at the time you are supposed to be doing it. One of the people that have analyzed their Odù turned around to tell their partner that, imagine the things I'm going to be doing in future. Now, that conversation was funny because the husband was the one that brought the wife into Ifa. The husband was born into an ÌṢÄШE family, traditional family. The wife was a Christian. It was her husband that brought her into Ifa. And then she met me. She sent me their Odù of Itefa. They've done their Itefa before. I analyzed it, analyzed her own for her, analyzed her husband's own. She sent her husband's own. The first line of conversation that she sent to me was, the husband was saying, where did you get this information from? Your leg has long inside the file. When I read that part, I laughed. How did you stretch your leg in the file to reach the part that somebody is able to break down your life for you like this? This is somebody that is born into a royal, traditional Yoruba family. Not having that level of information about their Odù. He was just saying wow in the comments, in the chat, as he was chatting with his wife, the part that she screenshot and she sent to me. That is how literal Ifa is. That is how open Ifá is. That is the information they hid from you. That is the information they were hiding from us. Because they wanted us to be going around as a race in confusion. Someone said like Cyrene. They wanted us to be going around in life in confusion. They know that the moment they cover and hide Ifá from us, we will just be playing guesswork with our life. This person would like to be like this. That person would like to be like this. And everybody is just confused. The person that is leading somebody does not even know where he himself is going. The person that is mentoring you has not even found their own path. And yet they are saying we are leading you in a path. To where? That is what they wanted for the entire African race. And they tried their best to do that. And trust me, they succeeded over the last century. But here we are today. We have come back home, we have found the truth. We have come back to ask questions. I want to know how the divine and supreme being relates with my own people. And they have found it. They have found their path. They have found their way. And they are here. And we are all here. And now we are opening through the pages of Ifá to find out those things that they hid from us. Why, there must be a reason why they were hiding this thing. Now we have seen. They were hiding the blueprint of our life from us. They were hiding direction and alignment from us to leave us in confusion. Now that you have found that direction, every other thing you enjoy in Ifá is based on what you decide to do with the information that you have. Now you have the information. There is nobody to be blamed again. Oh, it's your village people. Now you have come to Ifá, you have found out how to deal with your village people and how to handle them. Go ahead and do what Ifá said. Oh, it's the wife that I married. Now you have come to Ifá. Ifá has described to you the kind of person you are supposed to marry that aligns with you. It is you now to decide, am I going to bring this person into Ifá to find their own direction, or am I going? Every other thing that happened as after that is you. So don't bring that idea you have from religion to say, Ifá is going to change my life. I hope Ifá works. Ifá is information and knowledge. How it's going to work is you. Your car breaks down. You call me on the phone. I say, remove the oil and check the oil. If the oil has gone down, fill it back again. Check the water. If the water is low, fill it up again. And thirdly, check the brake oil. If it's low, fill it up again. I've given you the information. Then you're on the phone saying, I hope what Iyanifa said to me right now is going to work. And then you drop the call and you are sitting in front of your car and you are saying, I just hope all this information she gave me is going to work. Oga, put the information I gave you into use. Open the bonnet of that car or the trunk and check the oil. No, you are standing there in front of the car saying, I just hope this information you work. 2 hours, you are still there. Neighbors are passing by. But we thought you said you were going to ask Iyanifa. Don't mind that Iyanifa. I asked her everything she said. There is nothing that is working. Have you put it into use? No, but I thought that because she's Iyanifa, she has said it is supposed to work. The way you people talk about this, Ifá should just be able to say it and it will work. You will go back to church. You will go back to church. People that look at you and just say braka 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 foo, and you fall down and you stand up and they will say hallelujah, God has removed the fibro. You will go back there. You will go back there. They are still looking for people. They are still evangelizing every day. They see extra seats in church. You will go back there. But if you are here, you will walk. Responsibility, accountability is what Ifá is about. You will be responsible and you will walk. The result you get is what you do with the information that we are giving you. My own is to show up here every weekday morning and give you information. Your own is to go back and align the information. There is always a role to play. It is your destiny, it's not my own. Anyways, I've been attending Iyanifa's program for the last 1 year. If the results show, it is a plus to her. If there is no result, it will be shame on her that everything she's teaching is not. Excuse me, sir. You say what? What did he say? Can you say it louder in another language? Maybe you should try French and Spanish. It will be a shame to who? If you like, sit down here for 10 years and don't get results. The only person that is put to shame is you and your ancestor, your lineage. I want to be here, and later those are the only people that are put to shame. Your father and your mother that is waiting for their children to succeed. They are the only ones who really. There's nobody here that Ifá is going to ask, Of all the people I gave to you, how many of them did they mentor? If I did not give me to you, I'm just here to share information and knowledge that I think is going to benefit you. And you are listening to it because you want to. Even in religion, we don't fast for 21 days. You must give something. Maybe in their own church, they don't. So. But in Ifa, the person that is asking, I want to check, or any other question you are asking, send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen. Send a message to the WhatsApp number here. Hello. Go and plug it. Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen. Where is your brother? Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen right now to do your checking. We have come to the end of another Odù Ifá for today, but before we round up, we make our Iwure. Iwure seems to be the most important part of what we are doing. Iwure is how we make prayers in Ifa and ÌШЭШE. In Ifa and իշẹ̀ṣe, we make prayers by digging up blessings. We call it Iwure, to dig up blessing. So we are going to dig up goodness and blessings and ajay and greatness and every other thing in between right now. Every weekday, Mondays to Fridays, we are live on this channel, Ifa College TikTok channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV YouTube channel, and this is season 3, episode 20 of ÌŞЭШE for today. Season 1 had 26 episodes, season 2 had 30 episodes, season 3 is on episode 20, and I need to say shout out to every one of us that has made it a success. My entire team, we are grateful. And for those of you that keep showing up, Elédùmarè. So if you have missed previous episodes, please head over to the TikTok, to the YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube, to catch replays of the previous episode. On Monday, I will be back again, 6 a.m. Nigerian time, 5 a.m. for those of you on the GMT, and 12 noon or 12 midnight for those of you on the EST. Every other person can find their time zone in between. Don't forget that Sunday we are going to have our Sunday morning live streaming. For those of you that stopped going to church and you need somewhere to be, Sunday morning live streaming, join us on Sundays, 12 noon Nigerian time, 11 a.m. for those of you on the GMT, and 6 a.m. for those of you on the EST for another refreshing, educative, interesting, find the words. Educating, interesting, soul-filling, encouraging, aligning information about Ifa. Seeing you, I feel something good. Good job from Ghana. Wow, thank you so much, Hunter. Our ancestors are the ones that are working. They are just using our hands and our mouths to work, and we give glory to them. We give praise to them. Let's wrap this up by making our Iba and Iwure. The WhatsApp number is still pinned on your screen. If you're catching a replay of this video, this is a live recording. So if you're catching a replay, it will be in every information you need will be in the comment section below, the description box below. Akoda ayé àṣèbà o. Àṣèbà tí wáyé ọjọ́. Àṣèbà tí wọ̀ oòrùn. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé àṣèbà, àní kíbà wá ṣẹ o. Òrán ọmọ oníṣẹ́ fàyà tí àṣèbà, ọba lánàá, ọba lénìí, ọba títí ayérayé, ọba tó lọ kọrin kése káábíyín ò sí, ọba tí ò ní ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ tí ò lé òpin àmọ́ tó jẹ́ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ àti òpin ohun gbogbo. Àṣèbà, àní kíbà wá ṣẹ o. Ajagunmalè olúwo òde ọ̀run àṣèbà olúbíkin, àṣèbà ọ̀sanyìnbíkin, àṣèbà gbogbo agbára tó solé ayé ró, àṣèbà gbogbo agbára tó ṣílẹ̀kùn ọjọ́ ìní, àní kíbà wá ṣẹ o. Mo ṣèbà orí, mo ṣèbà ẹlẹ́dàá, mo ṣèbà orí àti ẹlẹ́dàá gbogbo ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan tó péjọpọ̀ síbí lénìí, lílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi níbi gbogbo tẹ́ bá ti ń gbóhùn mi, àṣèbà, àní kíbà wá ṣẹ o. Wọ́n ní ọmọdé tó bá wọlé tó júbà òun ló máa roko dalẹ̀, èmi àti yín àti wọlé ajúbà lénìí, ó di dandan ká roko dalẹ̀. Wọ́n ní àdáṣe ní hun mọ́, ibà ọgbọ́dọ̀ hun ọmọ ènìyàn. Wọ́n léwúrẹ́ tó wọlé lọ́jọ́ sí tí òjúbà ló dẹrùn àmúso, àgùntàn tó wọlé lọ́jọ́ sí tí òjúbà òun ló dẹrùn àmúso, èmi àti yín àti wọlé àti júbà lénìí, ó di dandan kí bà wá ṣẹ. Àṣèbà yín ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́, àṣèbà ọ̀sà méjì, àṣèbà ọ̀sà ẹlẹ́yẹ, àṣèbà yín ìyá mi òṣòlòmọ̀nìgà, àṣèbà ẹ̀yìn ìyá mi arógbaṣọ má balẹ̀, ọlọ́mú kan tí ń fún gba ọmọ ọlọ́mú, ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ kan tí ń bẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ méjì jà, olókìkí òru, àtẹ̀dọ̀jòrò òǹró, ẹ̀yin tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè gbélé ayé lé lọ́wọ́, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi, ẹ̀yin abiyamọ òde ọ̀run, ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ọlọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ tí ò jẹ́ kọ́mọ ó jábọ́, ẹ̀yin ògbẹ́kún ọmọ ìta tí wéré, àṣèbà àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ́. ọ̀sà méjì àpè yín, ọ̀sà méjì àpè yín, ọ̀sà ẹlẹ́yẹ àpè yín, àpè yín fúnkù àpè yín fárùn, nítorí gbogbo orí kọ̀ọ̀kan tó péjọpọ̀ síbí la ṣe pè yín pé ẹ jẹ́ ká rí bá ti ṣe, ẹ jẹ́ ká rọ́nà gbégbà. a pè yín pé àwa ò kì í ṣẹran ayé mọ́, àwa ti dọmọ ayé, àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ́. onílé mi ò gbódò ọ̀rà, mo ṣèbá Jíbọ́lá, mo ṣèbá Ẹdán, mo ṣèbá ìyá mi Àbẹ̀ní, mo ṣèbá onílé, mo ṣèbá Ẹdán, mo ṣèbá gbogbo ọmọ onílé. Fèrèlú tòṣùgbó ni mo ṣèbá olúwo, ẹ̀yin olúwo mi àsápè ọ̀la, mo ṣe kábíyèsí yín o. alábẹ́nú àsásí ògbé màálù mi tìwotìwo, mo ṣèbà, mo ní kíbà mi ṣe ọ́. ẹ̀yin ìyá mi àbíyè, lékelèké gbàràdá mọ́dà àbíyè, mo ṣèbà, a ní kíbà wá ṣe ọ́. gbogbo ẹ̀yin apènà, gbogbo ẹ̀yin balógun, gbogbo ẹ̀yin lísà látòkèdókè láì dápákun sí rárá la ṣèbà fún, a ní kíbà wá ṣe ọ́. gbogbo lọ́balọ́ba, gbogbo níjòyè lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé níbi tẹ́ ẹ ti ń jí aláṣẹ ìkejì òòṣà, tẹ́ ẹ ti jókòó sórí ìtẹ́ bàbá yín, àníkadé ó pẹ́ lórí yín, àníkírùkẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ́ lọ́wọ́, kí bàtà pẹ́ lẹ́nu, káṣẹ́ pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀, àṣèbá yín o, àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ́. gbogbo ẹ̀yin babaláwo, Iyanifa, bàbá lórìṣà, ìyá lórìṣà lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé níbi tá a ti ń pe fá, gbogbo ẹ̀yin àpẹ̀tẹ̀bí, gbogbo ẹ̀yin eléwé ọmọ, gbogbo ẹ̀yin oníṣègùn, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè a kí yín o, àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ́. gbogbo àwa tá a jókòó tá a ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹrú mọlẹ̀, àní ṣe lásán, àní fọmọ ṣiṣẹ́, àní fàyà ṣiṣẹ́, àní farawa ṣiṣẹ́. iṣẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè ti parí, iṣẹ́ táwọn ìyá mi Ọ̀pá kí Àlàpẹ́ ti yọ́nú sí, òun ló máa gbé wá fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé níbi tá a ti ń pe fá, níbi tá a ti ń pe àwọn òrìṣà, òun la ti ṣèbàlẹ́ ní, àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ́. èní lọ̀sẹ̀ òòṣà, àṣẹ èèpà òòṣà èèpà, Ọbàtálá ọba táṣà, ọba takuntakun lóde ìrẹ̀rí, àṣèbà, àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ́. bàbá àgbà arúgbó ọjọ́, mọ̀rímọ̀rí tí ń mọ̀rí ọmọ tuntun, àṣèbà, àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ́. èní lọ̀sẹ̀ àwọn ìyá mi, ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru, àṣèbà, àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ́. èní lọ̀sẹ̀ eégúngún, òrìṣà àwọn aláṣẹkù, òrìṣà àwọn tó ṣàwó kù sẹ́yìn fún wa, àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ́. òrìṣà àwọn tó tẹ̀ ká tó tẹ̀, àwọn tó tẹ̀ lú ìdó, àwọn tó dá ká tó dá, àwọn tó ṣàwó, àwọn tó gbé fún wa pé ká máa ṣe, àṣèbà, àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ́. mo ṣèbà ọmọdé àti àgbàlagbà, nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi, níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ ti ń gbọ́ mi, mo ṣèbà orí yín, mo ṣèbà ẹlẹ́dàá yín, mo ṣèbà ọlọ́pọ̀ tó wà yín wá sáyé, bàbá wa àti ìyá wa, àwọn tó wà pẹ̀lú wa, àwọn tó ti re bí àgbáre, àṣèbà, àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ́. àṣeyé ìpa ifá o, àṣeyé ìpa ìkin, ifá orí mi rè, ifá olókun asọ̀rọ̀dayọ̀, ifá ẹlẹ́rìí ìpín, àṣèbà, àníkíbà wá ṣe ọ́. níbi gbogbo tá a bá ti ń ṣe ọ̀sẹ̀ léni, àníkọ́lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, àníkíbà wá ṣe. a tún ti bọ́ sínú ẹ̀kọ́ ifá mi ìlérí, ọgbọ́n, ìmọ̀ àti òye tó wà nínú ẹ̀kọ́ ifá yìí, òun ni kó jẹ́ tiwa. àti kọ́gbọ́n, àti kọ́yè, àwa ń sọ pé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè níbi gbogbo tá a ti ń kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ ifá, adénuwa báyìí adòdìndì, àní ṣe lásán láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àsìkò tá a fi ń kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ ifá yìí kò ní já sásán fún wa. ifá ti gbé àwọn ará wájú, ifá gbè wá. ìṣẹ̀ṣe ti gbé àwọn tó ṣíwájú wa, ìṣẹ̀ṣe á gbè wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. níbi gbogbo ibi tá a bá kọjú sí, wọ́n ní ire lójú owó ń rí, ire lójú wa máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo ire tí orí ti kọ mọ́ wa, tí ṣẹ̀dá ti kọ mọ́ wa, ọmọ aráyé ò ní gbọ́n dànù lọ́wọ́ wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àtọ̀tún àtòsí tẹ́yẹlé fi ń kórè wá, lọ́mọ máa kórè wá fún wa lódindi tátàrí ń di tiẹ̀, tí atare kan ń di tiẹ̀ láàbọ̀, odindi báyìí òun la máa di tiwa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. èmi àti yóò ní bá wọn dúpẹ́ tipátipá, àní gbóre bẹ́ẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. orí odindi làwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn, àwọn lẹ́ẹ̀kan àwọn lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé yìí ló máa gbé wá fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo ibi tá a bá kọjú sí, ní gúúsù ni o, láríwá ni o, nílà oòrùn ni o, níwọ̀ oòrùn ni, láàrin gbùngbùn ayé ni o, ire àti ayọ̀, ìdùnnú àti ẹ̀yọ́nú la máa bá níbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. wọ́n ní àti kékeré báyìí ní ṣẹkuntẹkun ti gbégbá ajé lọ́mọ tiẹ̀ lórí, àwa ti gbégbá ajé léra wa lórí báyìí, àti gbégbá ajé lọ́mọ wa lórí báyìí. ajé ògúngúlú sọ onísọ òbòjì adé á dúró tì wá ajé á filé wa ṣẹlé ajé á fọ̀nà wa ṣọ̀nà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè bá a ṣe ń náwó wọn ní àbùdí ní tolókun àbùdí ní tọlọ́sà àbùdí ní tiwa máa jẹ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọn ní àpòṣàṣà múra kì í gbẹ àpò wa ò ní gbẹ fowó àpò wa ò ní gbẹ fọ́lá àpò wa ò ní gbẹ fọ́lá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àwa máa lájé lọ́wọ́ ni àní lájé lọ́rùn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ajé ò ní bínú sí wa o ajé ò ní kọ̀dí àìmọ̀ọ́ṣe sí wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè níbi gbogbo táwọn ẹgbẹ́ wa ti wá ń náwó àní nájú níbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ajé á ṣe wá ní olú ọmọ ajé á ṣe wá ní olórí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè nídìílé ìyá ni o nídìílé bàbá ni o nídìílé ọkọ ni nídìílé ìyàwó ni láàárín ọ̀rẹ́ ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ajé ògúngúlú sọ á yàn wá sí rere láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ibi gbogbo tá a bá ti wá ń lọ bá a ṣe ń rìn ibi tó rí wa ń gbé wa lọ ẹsẹ̀ wa ò ní ṣì wá lọ́nà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àní tẹ̀lẹ̀ báṣubàṣu o àní tójú ayé mọ́lẹ̀ o àní taṣọ àgbà mọ́lẹ̀ àní bí aráyé nínú o ẹni tá a máa ṣẹ̀ tí ò ní dáríjì wá orí àtẹlẹ́dà wa ò ní gbé wa pàdé irú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọ́n ní tó rí bá fojú kan ọ̀run báyìí ìjọ yẹn ló ń yọ o àtọmọdé ni àtàgbà ní dúdú ni funfun ni lẹ́bọ lóògùn ni àfàìmọ́níṣẹ́ aṣenibáni dárò ní oṣoolé ni àjẹlé ni lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé níbikíbi tó bá wà kó wa máa yọ́nú sí wa ẹ̀yọ́nú Elédùmarè ẹ̀yọ́nú àwọn tó láyé ẹ̀yọ́nú àwọn tó nílẹ̀ òun la béèrè fún láṣẹ Èdùmarè kó máa yọ́nú sí wa. àṣẹ. gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa báyìí ire ni kó máa yọ sí wọ́n nínú igbó ní obì ń wà ọmọ aráyé ńlànà kan ni inú igbó lórógbó ń wà ọmọ aráyé ńlànà kan ni ọmọ aráyé á lànà owó kàn yín wọ́n á lànà ọlá kàn yín wọ́n á lànà ọlà kàn yín wọ́n á lànà ìdùnnú kàn yín wọ́n á lànà òkìkí kàn yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè níbi tẹ́ ẹ wà yẹn làwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn lẹ́ẹ̀kan wọ́n á ti wá fi ajé wọn bò yín láṣìírí wọ́n á ti fi ọlá wọn bò yín láṣìírí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọ́n ní obìnrin bí kú obìnrin bí àrùn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè obì á bí kú lórí wa tọmọtọmọ tẹbí tará tilé tọkọtaya láṣẹ Èdùmàrè obì á bí àrùn lórí wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àìsàn kéré ó tóbi ni ó gbóògùn ni kò gbóògùn ni ọmọ aráyé ò ní fi kankan nù ẹ̀ ṣe wa ọmọ aráyé ò ní fi ṣan ara wa bá wa jà wọn ò ní fẹ̀jẹ̀ ara wa bá wa jà àní dùbúlẹ̀ àìsàn fọmọ ọmọ ò ní dùbúlẹ̀ àìsàn fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè orógbó ló ní ká gbó ká tọ́ ká fèrègì jòbì láṣẹ Èdùmàrè èmi àti yín àgbó àátọ́ àáfèrègì jòbì nínú ọlá nínú ìlera pípé nínú ayọ̀ nínú àlàáfíà nínú ìdùnnú kò wá sí bá a ṣe lè pẹ́ láyé tó ojú wa ò ní ríbi láṣẹ Èdùmàrè kò sí bá a ṣe lè pẹ́ láyé tó àní mo sàárì ọmọ ẹrù tálábíàmọ ìtúkùn ò ní gbé wá káwa mọ́lé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àní fàìsàn ló gbà ọ́ tá a bá rẹ́nikẹ́ni tí wọ́n ń fi àwọn àgbàlagbà lé yín tó ń fi wọ́n dà yín láàmú nípasẹ̀ àìsàn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àwọn tó láyé àwọn tó nílẹ̀ wọ́n á mú wọn lára dá Ọ̀ṣùṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ olóòyò ayò ládékojú ẹbọra tí ń gbé nínú omi ìyá mi ẹ̀wùjí alágbolódò á fi àgbo odò ẹ̀ á fi wẹ gbogbo àìsàn yẹn mọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọn ò ní fi wá dààmú àwọn ọmọ wa o àwọn ọmọ wa ò ní dààmú wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo ibi táwọn ọmọ wa bá lọ ire ló máa bá níbẹ̀ ire á máa ṣíwájú wọn ẹ̀yọ́nú àwọn tó láyé á máa ṣíwájú wọn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ìjọ táwọn ọmọ wa bá wá ń ṣe nǹkan ríire tó ń gbégbá orókè wọn ò ní fi wá ṣàwátì wọn ò ní dìde ìṣẹ́jú kan fún wa ẹni ẹlẹ́ni ò ní gbà ṣe wa ṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè tá a bá wá rí alábíàmọ kankan tó ti kọ ẹ̀yìn àwọn ọmọ yín sí yín tó ti má àwọn ọmọ yín jìnnà sí yín tẹ́ni ẹlẹ́ni ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gbà ṣe yín ṣe Ọ̀ṣùṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ olóòyàn ayò awẹ́dẹ kó tó wẹmọ á mú ọmọ àtìyá á mú ọmọ àti bàbá á mú ojú àwọn ọmọ yín wọ́n á fi kò yín nínú ìdùnnú nínú àlàáfíà nínú ẹ̀yọ́nú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ti wá kúrò nílé tẹ́ ẹ ti lọ sẹ́yìn odi tẹ́ ẹ ti re àjò tẹ́ ẹ ti lọ sílùú ọba tẹ́ ẹ ti lọ sílùú òkèèrè ẹ̀ ní ṣe lásán bó ṣe lọ ló ṣe bọ̀ Elédùmarè ò ní jẹ́ kí tiyín ó jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ti wá re àjò yẹn ẹ̀ kórè oko ẹ̀ kó délé lódindi láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹ̀ ní gbé sájò bí èéfín o wọ́n ní ejò ló kọjá lórí àpáta tí ò nípa ọ̀rọ̀ èmi àti yín ò ní rí bẹ́ẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo àjò tá a ń rìn a máa kórè délé ni lódindi báyìí la máa kó délé àwọn tá a wá filẹ̀ sílé náà inú ìdùnnú àti ayọ̀ àtàláfíà láti máa bá wọn ìró ayọ̀ la máa gbọ́ nípa wọn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá kọjú sí níbi gbogbo tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó sí wọn ní fálá tó rí ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe Ifá tún orí yín ṣe Elédùmarè á tún orí yín ṣe níbi tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó sí Ifá bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yín dayọ̀. Ifá olókun òun la sọ̀rọ̀ dayọ̀. Ifá sọ̀rọ̀ èmi àti yín dayọ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá afinimọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé. Ifá fi ọ̀nà mọ̀ wá. Àní gbé sájò bí èéfín o. Àní tẹ ojú ayé mọ́lẹ̀. Àní rìn síbi tó rí òyàn wá sí. Àní rìn síbi tẹ́sẹ̀ òyàn wá sí. Àní báráyé fọwọ́ tì. Àní ṣàṣedànù nílé ayé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo bá a ṣe ń a máa dún fún wa, gbogbo bá a ṣe ń fà á máa tóra wọn ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ká a bá wá rẹ́ni tó jókòó sínú òkùnkùn tó ń ta ọfà sínú ìmọ́lẹ̀ ayé yín, àwọn tó láyé àwọn tó nílẹ̀ wọ́n á fìbínú dá wọn lóhùn. Àwọn tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè gbélé ayé lé lọ́wọ́ wọ́n á fìbínú dá wọn lóhùn. Àwọn òrìṣà tá à ń gbẹ́bọ fún wọ́n á fìbínú dá wọn lóhùn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Níbi gbogbo tí ọmọ aráyé bá ti kọ̀dí àìmọ̀ṣe sí yín, tẹ́ ẹ ti ń ṣe tọmọ aráyé ti ń bà á jẹ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ògúnlákayé á bá yín jà. Ògúnlákayé á bá wọn jà. Ògúnlákayé á jà fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní Ògún ló lànà fálára, Ògún ló lànà fàjèrò. Ògún á lànà rírí jẹ àti rírí mu fún gbogbo wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọ̀nà tó ti dí Ògún á bá wa là. Ìyí tó ti là kò ní dí mọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n níjọ́ tí ebi bá ń pa Ògún, tóògùn ń fẹ̀jẹ̀ ọmọ aráyé wẹ̀, tó ń fẹ̀jẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn pa títì láró, ìjọ́ tẹ́bi ń pa ọ̀nà, èmi àti yín ò ní ráàrin fẹsẹ̀ sí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn tó láyé àwọn tó nílẹ̀ wọ́n á máa pa àlọ́ àti àbọ̀ wa mọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Tá a bá wá rí gbogbo àwọn aláboyún ní bíbá, gbogbo àwọn tó ti dabara méjì, tó diwọ́ àti sẹ̀ sínú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ẹ̀ rúre ẹ̀ sọ̀re. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ ò ní pọ̀ jù, omi ò ní pọ̀ jù, ẹ̀jẹ̀ ò ní ṣaláìtó, omi ò ní ṣaláìtó lọ́jọ́ ọ̀kúnlẹ̀ yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àgbóhùn ìyá, àgbóhùn ọmọ, bàbá wọn gan ò ní ṣàwátì láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n tọmọ yẹn wá ní náà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, Ọ̀ṣùṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ á dáàbò ẹ̀bò wọn. Ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ wá bí, ọmọ téèyàn fi ń tọrọ ọmọ ni, ọmọ olóríire, ọmọ ẹlẹ́yọ̀nú ni, ọmọ tó máa gbélé ayé ṣe ohun tó rí ti kọ ọmọ tẹ́lẹ̀dá ti kọ ọmọ ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Owó, ọlá, ọlà, ajé, ìmọ̀ àti òye tẹ́ ẹ wá nílò láti tó àwọn ọmọ náà dàgbà. Àwọn tó láyé àwọn tó nílẹ̀ wọ́n á ṣe é fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń lò nílé ayé ò ní wọ́n wa o. Àní ká góńgó lólé ayé o. Àní rọ́jú lólé ayé o. Nínú ìdùnnú, nínú ìfọkànbalẹ̀, nínú ayọ̀ òun la wá fi máa lólé ayé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Iyọ̀ ló ní kémi àti yín láyọ̀, nǹkan ayọ̀ ni wọ́n nílé wa. Iyọ̀ ló ní kọ́mọ aráyé máa fẹnu yọ̀ wí tiwa, ọmọ aráyé ò ní fẹnu àtẹ́ wí tèmi àti yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Owó ẹyọ ló ní kọ́mọ aráyé máa yọ̀ mọ́ wa, ọmọ aráyé á máa yọ̀ mọ́ wa látọ̀tún àtòsí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àádùn ló ní kó máa dùn fún wa, á máa dùn fèmi àti yín kò ní kan fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní dídùn dídùn báyìí là ń bá fara oyin, dídùn dídùn la máa bálé àtọ̀nà wa láṣẹ. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ń dùn tẹnu jẹ kò kí ń so kíkan. Ayé wa ò ní so kíkan, ọ̀nà wa ò ní so kíkan láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ibi tó wá kù díẹ̀ káàtó sí nínú ayé tiwa náà, orí á darí wa síbi tó yẹ ká ti lọ tún ṣe. Gbogbo iṣẹ́ tó táwa náà ń ṣe tó yẹ ká tún ṣe, gbogbo ìwà tó yẹ ká tún ṣe láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, orí àtẹlẹ́dàá bá wa tún ṣe. Àwa náà àwa dìwà pẹ̀lẹ́ mú, àwa dìwà rere mú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwa padà wá àṣẹnu rere yẹn àwa yin Ifá yin Elédùmarè nítorí tiwa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní àbálá alágẹmọ ń dá òrìṣà òkè ló ń fàṣẹ sí. Wọ́n ní àbámọ̀dá kan kì í dá tiẹ̀ kó má ṣe. Wọ́n ní àwíṣẹ ní tifá, àfọ̀ṣẹ ní tọ̀rúnmìlà. Wọ́n ní àbá báyìí tí àwa bá dá òun l'Elédùmarè máa fàṣẹ sí. Wọ́n ní tí eyín iwájú bá gé ẹran, kèrègì ń gbà á ni. Àwa tún ti wí lẹ́yìn, àwọn tó láyé àwọn tó nílẹ̀ kọ́ bá wa tẹ́wọ́ gbà, kọ́ bá wa fàṣẹ sí. Ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ó ti ṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. Wọ́n ní kí Ifá ó bá ní ṣe, k'Elédùmarè ó bá wa ṣe. Àwọn tó ṣàwó kù sẹ́yìn kọ́ bá wa ṣe. A ní kí Ifá ó bá wa ṣe, k'Elédùmarè ó bá wa ṣe. Àwọn tó ṣàwó kù sẹ́yìn kọ́ bá wa ṣe. Ifá bá wa ṣe o, Elédùmarè á bá wa ṣe. Àwọn tó ṣàwó kù sẹ́yìn wọ́n á bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣepé o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Títí ọjọ́ ajé tí àwọn olóyìnbó ń pè ní Monday tátún máa padà sórí ètò. Èmi lolóòtú àti olùdarí ètò Àṣẹ for today. Èmi lolóòtú yín. Èmi ni presenter and the producer and the Iyanifa of the show. Iyanifa Ewa. láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹ̀yin la máa bá, àwa náà lẹ máa rí, wọn ò ní fẹ́ lòmíì ṣe wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ojú tẹ́ ẹ fi ń fọ́ wa wọ́n ní ká, ojú tẹ́ ẹ fi ń wò wá wọ́n ní ká ṣèwúre pé kò ní fọ́, etí tẹ́ ẹ fi ń gbọ́ wa kò ní di láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Fóònù tẹ́ ẹ fi ń wò wá yẹn náà ọmọ aráyé ò ní gbé lọ, kò ní bàjẹ́, bó dẹ̀ bàjẹ́ ẹ rówó rà míì. Data tẹ́ fi ń gbọ́ wa kò ní tán, tó bá wá tán ajé àbùdí fún yín ẹ rówó rà míì láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Until Monday when we will continue Àṣẹ for today, diving into another Odù Ifá for that day. I remain your host, Chief Iyanifa Ewa, popularly known as Iyanifa Ewa. And I will be catching you again on Sunday. Don't forget the Sunday morning live streaming, 12 noon Nigerian time, 11 a.m. for those of you on the GMT, and 6 a.m. for those of you on the EST. Títí ọjọ́ Sunday, ọjọ́ Àìkú, ọjọ́ ìsinmi, mo ní Ifá gbè wá, ìṣẹ̀ṣe á gbè wá, àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí wọ́n á gbè wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. Thank you so much.